Hey, hi, hello, and good afternoon. My name is Amanda, and welcome to the Done Creative Live. How are you guys? Hello, Alex. Let's see who all is here. I'll scroll back. Deep Shoe said hello at the beginning, way before the live started. Get to Lekka said hello. Oh, she loves the cover photo. Yes, I decided that just reusing the same like 7 or 8 that I've had over and over again, I'm just getting sick of looking at them. So I'm like, last Saturday I made a couple new ones. Nothing too crazy or fancy, but just some old pictures. Yeah, my hair is kind of straightened and then just curled up on the end. And fun weird fact about my hair, I can try to curl my hair, but it will actually straighten the hair. So if I took some heat to my hair, like a curling iron, curling wand, and tried to curl my hair, I mean it looked curled for like, I don't know, maybe 15 minutes, and then it just falls straight. So yeah, I could literally just curl all my hair, and then by, a couple minutes later, it's all kind of straight or waved. So that's what's going on that picture. Oh, Canary 002 is here. Jasmine Ridley is here. Awesome. Let's see, Anna is here, and yes, she won't be able to join the live, but we can do her question and maybe timestamp it if I don't forget that, but otherwise I will just go ahead and do the reading, and it's toward the beginning of the live, hopefully, because I think she's the third question. Vicky Downey's here, Robin Stinson, Cheyenne Downey, Pika Lee, good to see all of you. Who else do we have? Lever, Lori Ann. Oh man, if I'm butchering your name, I apologize. Welcome. Hello, Magical Indigo. Leanne Lazen, welcome. Shanda Hancock. Wayne Spencer's here. Jijo. Oh man, I hope I'm not saying that wrong. I thought I had it down, and then I was like, is it Jijo, Jijo? Oh no, I don't remember now. I hope you're doing well, and I emailed you back today, so check your email. We're getting another couple of donations from everybody over here. Awesome, awesome. Well, I will go ahead and finish my little shout outs, and then we will update the list. And then I think what I'm going to do is pull a card for everyone who wants one from the Moonology deck. So we'll be on the lookout for that very, very shortly here. Just want to say hi to everyone and then do a little bit of homework. Yeah, go ahead. The one and only Ariana, absolutely. Feel free to hang out. One of our mods, actually 2 of our mods are under the age of 18. So yes, we are welcome. We are a family-friendly place, so people of all ages are welcome. Jasmine, really, I think I already said hi to you, but hello again, my dear. Michelle Lynn is here. All right, let's see. Alex, yeah, that is me again, just with straighter hair, and I think that was about 6-7 years ago now. It's been a while. I really don't think I look that different though, from probably about 25 to age 39. I can't tell that if I didn't know, like just based on clothing I'm wearing or places I am, or what age my kids look, I don't know how old I am in certain pictures, because I just think I look the same. I don't know. Yeah. All right. So who else is here? Jasmine Ridley. I said that like 4 times, but welcome, my dear. Amber Leper is here. And Shanda and Magical Indigo. You got blocked because you're 17, but that's not far from 18. Most of these tarot readers have this rule. Only 18 and older are allowed to get tarot readings. Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, ask your parents, but I mean, guidance. I'm not trying to tell anyone what to do. This is all about guidance. So, take it as it resonates. All right. So, I think what I'm going to do is update my list real quick. Oh, Olivia is here. Good to see you, my dear. It was such a pleasure meeting with you on Zoom the other day. I'm still like, what an amazing soul you are. It's always good and fun when I get to actually see you guys face to face, or, hear your voices. It's just such a treat to me. I love it. I love it so much. Okay. Let me copy my list here and update it with these new people who have donated. Okay, and here's a little tip. So thank you, those of you who have a different name than your chat name. If you do send a donation, if you would include your chat username over on PayPal, that helps me greatly. So I'm not shouting out, who is Maria or who is Christine or whatever. It lets me know who you are, which thank you so much for that, Laura or Lori Ann. Let me know if I'm mispronouncing that. Um, Okay, that's that one. And then Shanda has donated as well. Awesome. Thank you so much, ladies. Awesome. So we're getting our list going here. All right. So what do we have here? So basically for today, this is going to be our updated list. So what we do normally on Saturdays, as much as we can, even French people have a hard time with your name. Oh no, yeah. Sometimes I will just call someone by their initial or a nickname, even if it's just that butchered. I do apologize once again. But yes, for the Saturday show, we will, of course, be prioritizing all of our lovely donations, but I also do what's called the free question mosh pit, where I will shout out at different random points throughout our anywhere from 2 to 8, not eight, that was a big slip, anywhere from 2 to 4 hour live stream. I will shout out once in a while. If you want a free question, then I will open up what's called the free question mosh pit. And I forgot to put my lipstick on. I will do that. Yeah, so you guys are here for the behind the scenes look. I just feel a little more bright and peppy with a little bit of color on my lips. But yes, so when you hear the fact that the free question mosh pit's coming up, or if I just completely call it out randomly, just know that it will be time. And you only have to post the question one time, because we at any given point really don't ever have any more than 30 people here in the chat at any given time. And it's usually closer to the 10 to 15 people mark. So there's really no reason to spam. And I'm not even selecting these questions. My guides or angels, or both, or all, my spirit team, they actually go in and through my intuition, will select one of your lovely questions. And I'm stumbling over my words today. I was having the same problem yesterday and the day before. Like, I have formed in my head like what I want to say, and like it just doesn't come out right. So I'm like stumbling over my words. So I apologize. Bear with me. But yes, so we will be randomly calling that out. If you would like a guaranteed reading, the link for that is at the top of the chat, whichever side we're on here. The top of the chat, I have it pinned also in the description box, and you can also read the description box for more information on not only what we're doing today, but personal readings if you're looking to contact me about that. My email, amanda@donephotodesign.com, is the only place to get that information. So if you can email me if you're interested in that. And as always, all of your lovely donations do go to help my mom, whose house burned down in July of 2019, and she is still living in a little camper, and we want to get her out of that camper ASAP. Of course, the building prices have absolutely skyrocketed this year, so we're just leaving this all up to divine timing. But again, all of your money will be there when she's ready. So thank you guys so much for this lovely energy exchange. It really does help get her just one step closer to getting out of that camper. And the fact that most people are like, well, didn't she have insurance? Isn't that going to cover it? Well, it would have, but our house actually burned down back in 1995 when I was 13 years old. And as a result of their kind of shoddy craftsmanship and building over the burned parts of the house instead of actually tearing it, I mean, ultimately they should have tore the whole thing down. It was completely gutted at that point, but they did not. They just decided to replace some studs and drywall and, everything, that the cosmetic stuff. And we had black mold, we had mushrooms, we were having very toxic reactions to this stuff coming out of the walls. But as a result of all of that, no insurance company would insure her home. So for 24 years, she went without insurance, just hoping on a wing and a prayer nothing would happen. but then it did. So, yeah, she has no recourse to be able to rebuild except what I'm doing, what she's doing, and then what my brother's doing. We're all going to come together and hopefully get her some steps in the right direction toward her home. My personal readings do start if you're looking for a one-on-one Zoom session or a pre-recorded, per your question, where I upload it for a private link. Those readings will start at $33. Otherwise, you can get a reading here for $10. So yeah. Okay, guys, so I think what we're going to do is just roll right into the one card. So if you would like a Moonology card, just put the word moon in the chat one time, and we will start pulling cards for those that would like one. I won't go into too much detail. I'll pretty much just read the card, maybe say a sentence or two if the mood strikes. Cheyenne wants a card. She's almost always first on my list here. Cheyenne Downey. All right. For Cheyenne's card, don't let your past hold you back with the South Node. So this is basically saying step into that North Node energy, especially if you know where that is in your chart. More power to you. You'll know the direction you're going. All right. So up next, dear Vicky Downey. Let's get Vicky a card. Card for Vicky. We've got you and your loved ones are safe, new moon in Cancer. And if I'm not mistaken, Vicky, you've gotten this card before, or the combination between you and Cheyenne, you've gotten this card just to know that these changes you're hoping to make in your life, Vicky, and with your family and just everything going on, you're going to be guided and protected and safe as you make any necessary changes and go in the direction of your dreams, my dear. And I just kind of froze a little bit, so I hope this isn't cutting out. If that froze and cut out, Vicky, let me know, and I can tell you again. Deep Shoe. Oh, get that back up there. Okay, Deep Shoe wants a card. We've got here the end of a tough cycle approaches with the full moon in Capricorn. So especially wherever Capricorn is in your chart, if you know anything about your birth chart, Deep Shoe, there's an end of just either stagnancy or just really rocky and rough times. There's an end to that, meaning there's that light at the end of the tunnel, or that rainbow ready to illuminate something new for you. That's really beautiful. So Michelle Lynn wants a card. Yeah, so with this one card pull, basically you're getting a free $5 reading right here, right now. So I just want you to know to pay it forward out in the world. Just smile at a stranger, hold a door for someone, pay it forward in some way just by being kind out there in the world. That's all I ask in return. All right, Susan wants a card. Dear Susan, believe in the impossible with the blue moon. So Susan, I want you to go on Google or whatever search engine you prefer and look up when the next blue moon will be, because between now and then, you're going to start seeing a lot of awesome miracles happen in your life, or where things maybe were held back, things are going to start really moving forward for you, Susan. So look into when that might be. That's exciting. Woo! All right, Mickey P wants a card. We've got here, take time to breathe out with the disseminating moon. So especially, Mickey, if you've been really busy or just putting your attention into things that really aren't serving your highest purpose, this is just letting you know, take time to really do some stress relief, some self-care, really just treat yourself to the things in life that really make you feel some joy, and try to alleviate some of the stress that may have been going on in your life, Mickey. So I hope that resonated for you. Okay, up next we've got Jasmine Ridley. All right, we've got here, be bold and make the first move with the cardinal moon. So there may be something you've been holding off on or kind of ruminating about, or kind of decide between two things. Now is the time to make your move. And even if this is in a relationship, you don't have to wait for someone else to start the ball rolling in your direction. And right as I say that, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So there is a progression here. So things that you've been working toward, now it's time to take that next step in the direction of your dreams, Jasmine. Beautiful. Alexander. Alex wants a card. Card for Alex. We've got nothing will come of this situation with the void, of course, moon. So to me, this feels like any stress, any worry, any anxiety you've had, this anxiety is almost for no reason, because you're protected, you're safe, nothing is going wrong in this place where you're really have been worrying is what Spirit's showing me. So something that you've been stressing, worrying, having anxiety about, there's really no reason to be stressed out or worry because things are working out in beautiful ways. So give those cares, worries, and stresses to your guides and angels, and they will help you feel much more uplifted and positive. All right. Up next, Get to Leka wants a card. Here we are, my dear. Your hard work is paying off, and I love this so much for you with everything you've been going through. New moon in Capricorn. So especially wherever Capricorn is in your chart, I can't remember off the top of my head, but you will know. So wherever Capricorn is, I mean, currently Capricorn, the planet, I almost said sign, the planet of Saturn has stationed pretty much just stationed. It's now retrograde, but it isn't moving very quickly retrograde quite yet. But this is wherever Capricorn is in your chart and Saturn being retrograde, this is really actually working in your favor, Get to Leka. So look into that. But your hard work is paying off, so that's amazing. All right, Magical Indigo wants a card. Here we are. This one. Okay, hold your vision, fixed moon. So whatever it is you've been hoping, wishing, dreaming, praying for, keep that positive expectation that that can happen because you really do have more power in this relationship or this situation than you're giving yourself credit for. And just stay strong in the faith that everything is working out in the best way possible for everyone involved. Okay, Julie's heart wants a card. Get a card for Julie's heart. Okay, here we are. Show the world the real you with the full moon in Aquarius. And per Vedic astrology, the sign, we keep saying the sign, the planet Jupiter is currently in the sign of Aquarius. So you're really expanding into wherever Aquarius is in your own birth chart. Or I think Jupiter's about to go into Pisces if you do follow Western astrology. So whichever one resonates best for you. But this is a place where you're really starting to expand yourself into the greatest version of yourself. Awesome. A deep Shunapal moon for my mom. Right. We've got surrender to the divine with the full moon. So give all those cares, worries, stresses, anxiety. Give this to the angels because they can take care of you. And to just release that worry, that burden. Okay. Let's see. So Pika Lee wants a card. We've got here, show the world the real you as well. So everything I just said, that sign of Aquarius, if you have prominent placements within Aquarius, or, so any planets that you have in Aquarius, whatever those planets represent in your chart, this can be where you're really showing that authentic part of yourself, or wherever Aquarius is in your chart. This is going to be a place where you're really leveling yourself up to become your inner potential, your highest version from that soul level. So show the world the real you. All right, Adrian wants a card. Be bold and make the first move with the cardinal moon. So anything you've been holding back on, trying to make a decision on, if you're waiting to hear from someone, maybe this is just saying they're maybe also waiting to hear from you. So you be bold, you make the first move. If you have a crush or someone, a truth you need to speak, whatever this may be, make that move because it will pay off in such a beautiful way for you. All right, Robin Stinson wants a card. Okay. We've got here surrender to the divine with the full moon. So more need for surrender here, Robin. So any cares, worries, anxiety, stress, give this to your guides and angels and God and the universe, whoever you resonate most with. Give these cares over and also surrender your life to the divine. This means letting that ego step aside so that your actual divinity can really take center stage. Beautiful. Yes, Shanetta is such a good one for young readers. I love that. Yeah, Shanetta's she's such a sweetie. I don't know her personally, but just, the vibe I get. She's sweet. And she's pregnant. She's having a baby. That's so cool. Joyful Journey wants a card. Let's get a card for Joyful Journey. We've got here, it's time to take action with the new moon in Aries. So that thing you've been thinking of, the to-do list that you've got, it's time to, pull up those bootstraps and get to business, especially if things have felt stuck. But if you feel like things have been moving forward and progressing decently, this is just time to take action on something maybe that is just a new idea or something that just makes you feel really good. Maybe some self-care, taking some action in the direction of more self-care could be beneficial to you. All right. So up next, we've got Olivia. All right. Let's get a card for dear Olivia. We've got here, don't let your past hold you back with the South Node. So again, when this card comes out, finding your own South and North Node axis, or your Rahu Ketu axis if you're following more Vedic astrology, this is going to be a really crucial place for you for like the lifetime, because we want to step out of the comfort zone of our South Node where we've been and go in the direction of our destiny, or that North Node and where we're going to go. So this is saying to whatever sign your South Node is, your North Node will be directly opposite. So look into that axis for yourself. If you don't know much about astrology, that might be a little bit of homework you can have to look into, but it's awesome. All right. So, Stargirl. Yeah, I used to watch her a long time ago. I don't really watch her anymore. I just don't, not like, oh, she's not a good person. I just don't really resonate with a lot of the messages I would get. And I thought for a while, I'm like, is it my intuition that's off here? I just don't know that the messages, I think she is kind of catering, like Jasmine Sayer, maybe to a more young audience. I'm a mother, I'm a wife, I'm a, older lady. So I think she probably is better energy for someone younger, maybe even just starting out in life, as far as the readings and messages she gives on the pick a cards. But as far as maybe personal readings, I don't even know if she does those. They would probably resonate with me better because she'd be tuned to just my energy. Okay. All right. So, any more moons? We've got Lucina Chesso. Welcome to the chat. Let's get you a card as well. We've got here hold your vision with the fixed moon. So keep that positive expectation in mind. Keep striving for what it is that you're hoping to accomplish, and again, positivity is key here, because we can expertly, as humans, manifest scenarios we don't even want to deal with by worrying, stressing, playing scenarios in our head, like worst case scenarios. Don't do that. Hold your vision for what you want to happen. Not maybe necessarily even what you think will happen or is most likely to happen, but what you wish and hope and pray to happen. That will really help shift things into a more positive light for you. All right, Swaroop Bobby wants a card. Here we are. Expect powerful change with the new moon eclipse. So the new moon eclipse, or solar eclipse, this is actually coming up on either June 8th or June 10th, somewhere in there. You can always go look that up. But I'm going to do another eclipse special for our solar eclipse. I just did one last Wednesday, I guess it was, for the full moon eclipse. So if any of you missed the last Wednesday's live show, I did a full 39-minute breakdown of that eclipse energy. We're still in it. And I did a collective reading for all of those who were present that day and who would watch the replay. I picked up on all of our collective energies, not the collective as far as like humanity, but just our little high vibe tribe basically, and did a big breakdown of what this means for us. So if you missed that, you can go to my video that's most recent besides this one and watch the first 39 minutes of that. You can even put it on 2x speed to get through it quicker if you'd like. But yeah, lots of good info there. But big, powerful changes coming for you, Swaroop Bobby. All right. So again, if you are here, oh, did I skip you, Magical Indigo? I'm sorry. Let me get your card. But if you're just joining us and would like a card before we hop out of here, I just put the word moon. That will let me know, because I'm just trying to zoom in and hone in on those moon words so I know who have. And again, if I skipped you and you already put moon, now would be the time to put moon one more time, and I apologize. So Magical Indigo. No, I did yours, Magical Indigo. I did yours. I know I did. They're showing me now that I already did that. I think it was Hold Your Vision or something like that. So go back. I definitely did yours. Okay. Awesome. I will update my chat list, or my donation list very shortly here. Just going to make sure I didn't miss anybody that wanted a card. So Earthy Deva wants a card. Woo, it flew right out. A time to give rather than take with the new moon in Virgo. So where is it you can be giving of yourself, your energy, I don't always say, oh, you have to give money to charity or anything like that. You could give your time, your energy, your help. Again, this could look as simple as smiling at a stranger or holding a door for someone at the store. Just small little things like that can really go a long way. All right, up next, Shanda. And I did swallow Bobby, so Shanda is next. We've got here, have faith in your dreams, waxing crescent moon. So Shanda, whatever it is you've been dreaming about, desiring to have occur in your life, have faith that this is not just for no reason. This dream, this wish, this desire was put in your heart because it is part of your soul's evolution to experience whatever this thing is. Beautiful. So Alice S. Okay, moon for Alice S. Here we are. A new romantic cycle begins with the new moon in Libra. So maybe even looking into where the sign of Libra is in your chart. But there is a new romantic cycle coming for you, Alice S. Even if you're already in a relationship, this is just a rekindling of that flame or an ignition of that flame once again, or just changing things to feel more exciting rather than mundane and humdrum. But if you are currently single, there may be someone coming in for you very soon. Okay. Woo. Let's see. All right, Nini wants a card. All right, so we've got here a time to give rather than take as well with the new moon in Virgo. So maybe wherever Virgo is in your chart, this can be a place where you can be giving more of your time, your effort, your energy to people associated with this house. So say, for instance, Virgo rules your third house. That would mean you giving more of your time, effort, attention, energy to younger siblings, neighbors, peers, maybe even going on social media and talking to people, because third house is that social media kind of communication. That's just an example. Wherever the sign of Virgo is, that's a place where you can really be giving of yourself right now. And believe me, when you give of yourself, you also get back tenfold. Just try it out and see what you get there. Okay. Michelle Lynn. Man, I, for some reason, keep thinking I've done some of these already. But let's try again. Michelle Lynn, let's get a card. Okay, you and your loved ones are safe. New moon in Cancer. So any changes, any ideas, just anything you're looking to step into a new direction of, just know you're protected, you're guided, you're safe, and so are your family members as you make these transitions. Okay, Davika wants a card. All right, a new romantic cycle begins for you as well. Even if you're already in a relationship, this can mean just a reignition of that spark. But again, if you are single, there could be someone ready to come online in your love life. Okay. Oh, asking a question. I don't know anyone else who can ask this. Are all relationships in our life karmic related? Means, do we have karmic debts with all people in our life? I don't think everything is a karmic debt. A lot of these big relationships that we learn a lot from, good or bad, ugly or sad, these a lot of times tend to be karmic for the better or for the worse. But, just maybe smiling at a stranger in a store. I keep using that example, but it's very right there on my mind. Or just acquaintances. Sometimes this could be your very first life with them, could be your 100th life with them. Like, you just never know. But I would just go into every relationship just ready to give your heart and soul, and not in that fatalistic surrender kind of way, but just being very open and then reading the room as far as their energy. If there's someone that's just going to take, and then you'll know to temper some of that energy back. But when you can enter a lot of relationships, especially once you learn all those lessons that a lot of us learn earlier in life, giving too much of ourselves, not getting enough in return, all of that, just really learning through that in your later years, you'll really know how open to be with certain people, and how more close to the chest you should be with others, as far as keeping your energy away from certain people. But yeah, I don't think this is personal opinion, I don't think every single relationship is considered karmic. I really don't. Caprice Sun wants a card. Woo! And it fell right to the floor. Wow. Expect powerful change with the full moon eclipse. So big, powerful change coming for you, Caprice Sun, especially in those areas that you're just really not happy with in your life. Expect powerful change. Okay, Amber Leper wants a card. Be bold and make the first move. So if you're waiting to hear back on something or someone and you just haven't, it wouldn't hurt to reach back out. Or if you have a crush you want to reveal, feelings toward, or some truth you want to speak to somebody, be bold and just make that move. Again, use your intuition just to make sure you're doing the right thing. Okay. Hello, welcome all of my new subscribers. Wow, okay. A bunch of people deleted messages, so I don't know what's going on here. I don't know what's going on here. Whole bunch of deleted messages all in a row, so I don't know what happened. Okay. So hello, new subscriber, Priyanka. Welcome. Kat wants a card. Let's get a card for Kat. We've got here, bring love into the situation with the new moon in Aquarius. So anyone you've been dueling with, fueling. I didn't mean fueling. I meant like feuding with. Just bring some love into the situation. Realize that people are coming from their own pain when they project that pain onto you. So we all have a choice. We can either take that pain on and let it trigger our own past pain, or we can just say, this must be your pain that you're projecting onto me. But there's a need to bring some love into a situation you're currently going through. Oh, Priyanka wants a card. Okay, this is going to be our last round. I'm not calling out for any other moon. We got confidence is your key to success with the new moon in Leo. So be confident. Really do that work on that solar plexus chakra. And then again, also wherever Leo, the house of Leo is in your personal birth chart, this is a place where you can really strengthen that sense of confidence. All right. You have a Virgo moon. That's so cool, Claudia. That's such a psychic moon. Absolutely cool. Funny that card came up when you came in. I love that. Your reading about my date was on point. Oh, I love that. I love hearing feedback from you guys. Like whatever you were asking about transpired. And yes, I love that. We do have a donation list going, but you can always donate to get on that, Claudia. We would absolutely love to have you today. Okay, so speaking of that, let's go over here to my list. Okay, so we got a couple new donations pouring in over here. Thank you guys so much. We've got Pika Lee. Thank you for your lovely donation, my dear. And we also have Jasmine Ridley and Jacqueline. I don't want to say your last name just in case that's not your name over here. I don't want to give everyone's full name away if they don't go by that over here. So Jacqueline, if you want to let us know who you are here in the chat. I do remember hearing from you before or seeing you around here before, but I cannot quite remember your username. I don't know if it's Jackie something or what. It might not be, but let us know who you are in the chat, my dear, and we will get you on the list as well. Yes, 166 Jackie, that's right. All right, we will get you on the list, my dear. Jasmine Ridley, thank you for your donation. And of course, 166 Jackie, thank you as well. We've got our list going. And of course, if you want to donate to get yourself on my list, you can absolutely do that. But I'm going to take a drink of water. I am parched. Oh, before I post my list, we got Claudia donating as well. So, times 2. All right, so this is what we're working with. So get to Lekka, you can go ahead and post your first question. Yeah, Ashwin was telling Getuleka that all close relationships in our life are due to debt. I mean, really, I don't see that he's 100% wrong because, I mean, the close relationships we have are the people in our life that we do learn the most from or benefit the most from, or, however you want to look at it. So I can kind of see his point of view there. Absolutely. But as far as like random people and acquaintances, yeah, there could be some karmic, like, people in car accidents a lot of times are associated with karmic. It's a big way to pay off a lot of karmic debt all at once. Some big accident or shakeup like that. Or, think of people who go and murder someone, and then that murder victim's family is now against the person who murdered. Like, there's karma being woven everywhere all the time. But again, past life karma's coming into play at times a lot too. So the things that really affect your life, I would say there probably is this sense of karma associated, either good or bad. But yeah, I mean, I don't see that every single relationship, because, I think we're still evolving and things are still becoming fresh and new at times as well. But so we may just be meeting people and starting some new karma this life for the first time. Who knows? General guidance from higher self, spirit guides, ancestors about life and career for Gitaleka. And go ahead and post your second question as well, and we can roll right into that after this one. Guidance for Gitaleka from higher self. Woo! Spirit guides, ancestors about life and career. Okay, we got 3 coming out to play. Wow, we have here dream and journey with the drum card. So they're almost saying that they want you to dream bigger. As you raise your vibration, you're going to learn, like a lot of us learn as we raise that vibration, we're going to start not really resonating with certain jobs anymore, certain people anymore, certain hobbies or situations. We're just kind of outgrowing them. As an example, when Jasmine had mentioned Stargirl earlier, I used to absolutely love her channel. And it's not that I don't love her or her channel anymore. It's just the information isn't like just giving me chills like certain other readers I go to, like JJ's Constellation. I love her channel, and she doesn't, she's not here for the frills and the aesthetic or anything, but man, the advice, the wisdom this lady gives out is just, it just hits me right in the soul. So, we can outgrow things, and that doesn't mean, for you or for me, for anyone, that we may not absolutely sometimes cycle back around to where we're now, as that example, watching this same tarot reader again, or, associating with certain friends again, or wanting to do a similar project or job again, something like that. But they're saying it's okay to dream and to journey and to decide that when something has been outgrown, it's okay for you to then step away. They also want you to hold some space with the Druid card. So this is really, to me, feeling like you're holding space for your dreams. So even, especially if lately, all this stress with your job, if you have started kind of doing a little bit of soul searching and thinking, is this corporate life for me? Maybe you are holding space for a new dream to come online, something you can do instead of this 9-to-5 job. I don't see this as an overnight decision that, tomorrow you're going to leave the job or anything, but I think within the coming 3 years, you're really transitioning into wanting something more on a spiritual level through what it is you put your, your focus into as far as your career. You're wanting it to be more purposeful, more fulfilling to you on a spiritual level, rather than just, a material or mundane level. So you are this druid holding space in your own life for new stuff to come online for you eventually. But with the Earth Mother card, feel loved and comforted. So this is that call for self-care, connecting to nature, connecting to Mother Earth, just making sure you're connecting as often and as much as you can, and also connecting through your own portal of your heart to your own higher self, because these are all ways you can feel that love and comfort, and connecting to source or any deities that you connect to or really resonate with. Just feeling their love and their connection in your life is really going to enhance even the hard parts of your life coming up. So that's going to be kind of that calm within the storm of just everything going on at work. And ultimately, your guides, even your higher self is coming online to say that even if work is still fulfilling you right now, I see within the next 3 years or so, if it's not already on your radar, it's going to be very soon. Gitaleka, you're going to start wanting something more purposeful to call your career long term. Okay, so I hope that first question resonated. So for your second question, any incarnation outside Earth? Ooh, I love this. Remembering which of my highest good and make me feel empowered. I'm devoted to Lord Krishna. That's beautiful. So yes, really feeling that connection, praying, saying the different mantras, and I think that's what they're called, where you say the thing 108 times and you just really connect to the energy of Lord Krishna or certain planets, or whatever. This is really going to help you feel what is for your highest good over these next couple years, because you are at this kind of turning point, at least energetically, where you're just wanting something more fulfilling. And the more you try to, they're showing me this thing I say a lot on my channel. They're showing me the little old lady who says she's a size 6 shoe. And she's actually a size 8. So the sales lady's trying to stuff her foot into a size 6 shoe, and it's just not working, because she's denying the fact that she's even in the wrong size. She's in the wrong shoe. She's in the wrong career. She's in the wrong, vibration, basically. And they want you to know that the harder you try to stuff yourself into a box, it's just not going to work. And it's going to become really obvious and really clear that you can't live your life long term feeling really stressed out. And I see here my computer isn't plugged in, so give me 1 second to plug this in. We're at 59% battery, so we should be fine. Just don't want to forget and then the lights go out for you guys. So let me do that while it's on my mind. Okay. All right. For the other past life not on Earth, outside Earth, which will be for your highest good. Okay. Wow. So we have the cow here, nourishment, abundance, asking and receiving with the number 20 here. This is really, I'm really feeling into all this green here. So I'm seeing this almost jungle-like planet. I'm going to try to feel into the energy of this. They're giving me a name I've never heard. It's like Pandonksa. I don't know what that is. This could be a star system we just don't know a lot about. Yeah, I don't know. This is like the word I'm seeing. I've never heard that word. I don't know if that's a thing that's even been discovered, talked about. I don't know. That's what they're showing me. Wow. But it's a very lush, green, just very jungle-like planet with lots and lots of beautifully colored insects. And they're showing me too, you lived a life, you're, what we would call like a humanoid being, but of course not like a human. You have like a light, it's weird, it's like a light blue kind of tone to your skin, and your eyes, instead of having like the iris and the pupil and then the white, it's just black. All of it is just black, much like a cow. If you look in a cow's eyes, most of it is black, unless they turn it real, they are looking one direction, you can see a little bit of white, but mostly just completely black eyes, and very big eyes, very big, almost like kind of insect looking, but yet there's still very human features of this. And you guys are very compassionate, very loving, very empathetic beings on this planet. And you guys take all of your time, like your greatest happiness is tending to the animals, the insects, the flora, the fauna, the plants, the animals, everything, just tending, nourishing, and just not expecting anything in return, but whatever it is that you need to eat, whatever it is that you need to use as your home, or any tools you need to make your job better and easier. But they're also showing me beautiful waterfalls and bodies of water as well. And you guys just, it's a very, they're showing me that it's an existence that feels very, what's the word? Just tranquil, peaceful. There's not fighting. There's not wars. There's no like even consumption of the animals or insects. There's consumption of plants and of course water. But you guys just, there's a beautiful symbiosis between the insects, the animals, the plants, the everything. It's a life where you can just feel your peace and happiness radiate. So I don't know, get to like, if you at times will have dreams that you're in a very green and lush place. If you do, this is you visiting this planet. We also have the Raven here, magic, coincidence, synchronistic events with the number 10. So you really are tapping in like a lot of the gifts that you had in this life, especially if you like gardening or plants or, just feeling connected to the earth in any way. You brought this gift to actually be able to raise a garden, have a garden, just know it's like you intuitively know how to take care of plants, what grow best with other plants. And if that's something in your life that you don't really haven't really dove into yet, or you don't really know, or maybe you feel like, oh, I don't have much of a green thumb, I can't really grow anything, maybe try again, because you have this sense of magic and just beauty associated with this life and these beautiful gifts you brought into this life. Hello, Naasia. How are you, my dear? Oh, you don't remember any dreams. Wow. So you must be very busy in the dream state where there's just no reason to bring it all back here because you're doing a bunch of work somewhere else in some other realm. That's actually not a bad thing if you don't remember your dreams. It's probably just because you're so busy doing a bunch of other things. Okay. Getting another donation from relydvd.com. If you can let me know who you are here in the chat, I would gladly add you to my list here. Thank you so much. But Earthy Deva, I'm going to have to get her question off of PayPal. One card message for Earthy Deva. And we're at the 45-minute mark. Let's see. Go back. One second. Okay. How can I feel safer and more loved right now? I'm feeling kind of anxious these days. Thank you. Okay. So how can I feel safer and more loved right now? All right. So we've got 46 minutes or so for Earthy Deva's question. Timestamp. I'm just doing that for my own housekeeping purposes, but let's go to the Believe in Your Own Magic deck. How to feel safe and, oh man, I forgot the exact wording. Feel safer and more loved right now for Anna. We've got here library. Take control of your own narrative with the master number 22. So your guides and angels, Anna, may be sending you that beautiful number 22 to remind you you have more control of your life and your security and your stability than you're seeing or realizing at this point as well. But as far as feeling, again, let me make sure I'm saying it right here, safe and just more loved, this is showing you need to be able to love yourself more, because with these strings attached here, it's almost like at times, Anna, you put your self-worth kind of wrapped up in how other people act towards you, how they treat you, what they think of you. And when you can just kind of bring it all back to that heart center, back to center for you, and realize you are worthy, you are protected, you are safe on a soul level at the very least, but if not, even in this physical body right now, you should be just fine. But remembering that deep remembering that, how many lifetimes can you remember? Probably not a whole lot, but you probably have a sense that I've been here before, I've done these things before, I'm an eternal soul, so I keep having these experiences. If you can remind yourself of that, then there's nothing to fear but fear itself, F-E-A-R, fear, false evidence appearing real. So bringing it back to that heart center, doing some heart chakra meditations, just connecting with your own self-love, self-care. These are all ways you're going to feel more loved and more safe and protected in this world. Oh, it's Abby. Awesome. Yes, thank you so much. Wait, I see it's spelled like this. I don't know if this is you. So Michelle Lynn, we've got your question and your yes, no, so you can go ahead and post and we'll get right into that. But this is the name I'm seeing here. This is the name of whoever just donated. But as far as yours, Abby, BB Brandt, yeah. Is that you? DVD. Yeah, I put DVE. I meant DVD. Is that you? Let us know, Abby, if that's you. Otherwise, double check your PayPal. I can also go into my PayPal just to make sure mhm, that that's come through. Sometimes it will not notify me on the external, so I'll have to go in, which is totally fine. Just see what we got here. Log in. Okay. Yeah, so the last one I have here is reallydvd.com. Yeah, I'm sorry, I have to change the info. Okay, so that is you. Perfect. Well, that's all we needed was just the confirmation it was you. So awesome. I will, as I dump another tarot deck, it's like the third time I've done that today, just coming into this room. Okay, so I'm going to add you, my dear Abby. Dear Abby, yay. Abby. Okay, so here's our updated list. So Michelle Lynn's got her first question up. So we will roll with this. So what does June retrograde have in store for me? Wanting to try black organics. Yes, I just started that and I am loving it so much. Maybe a juicer and Invisalign, but I'm scared to try anything new in this energy, especially with the high costs. Yes, absolutely. Let's feel into this. I'm actually gonna pick this deck up because it's like rolling under my chair. I don't want to bend these cards. Give me a second. Okay, getting it up here. Maybe this is the indication we need to use this deck. We're gonna get it going here. Michelle Lynn. All right. Scoot back up. Okay, clear the deck. All right, for Michelle Lynn, what does the June and the retrograde have in store? She has all these awesome health things she wants to do, but kind of scared to try anything new in this energy. Okay, so we have the Two of Wands. So this is definitely, at the very least, a good time to plan. And they're showing me to just take this month to, if you want to start a new diet or just try to cut out some foods that you know don't really agree with you, this is not anything that's going to affect you negatively right now. As far as bringing on Invisalign and the black oxygen and all of that, they're saying get a juicer for sure. That can really help with any, just eating healthier, eating cleaner. You can definitely do that now. But they're also saying that, a lot of times our habits, and I'm right here with you because I've been kind of dealing with this with myself. And with this Five of Pentacles coming out, she's like begging, like, I don't have anything, please give me something, please. To remind yourself that you are the one ultimately healing yourself. Yes, these supplements are great. Eating clean is amazing. But again, it all comes back to how we talk to our body, how we treat our body, just how good we feel in our body. And of course, eating better, having these supplements and everything can make us feel better. It's almost like what comes first, chicken or egg. Like, I think it's going to be fine if you just really do focus. And again, before you start something that's a detox, because the black oxygen is a detox and also something that really, the best thing that I got for was it has 72 plus micronutrients, nutrients, minerals, just things we don't get in our soil anymore. And just that's leached out of even our food, because they say that it takes 10 to 12 apples from today to equal the amount of nutrients that was in an apple of our grandparents or our great-grandparents' generation, which is huge because our soils have been completely leached, completely poisoned, just, it's a bad deal. So yes, the black oxygen organics is going to be ultimately something you can take as basically your daily nutritional need, that the food we all eat, even when we're eating healthy and clean, still doesn't have all the nutrients our body needs. We could be eating the cleanest, healthiest we can, and we still will be deficient in something because our water doesn't have it, our food and soil just doesn't have it anymore. So yes, black oxygen organics ultimately is going to be good, but they're almost showing you doing some sort of cleanse or reset where you're just maybe even doing like intermittent fasting or fasting for maybe just 24 hours or something like that. to kind of reset your system before you jump into the black oxygen organics, which you could do. They're really showing me like by mid-July, it would be like green light go as far as the energy goes, and trying to plan through all these retrogrades, which is difficult to do. Especially look into, Michelle, I guess your 6th house would be Pisces if you're that Libra ascendant. So in Western astrology, Jupiter is about to go into Pisces, which would expand your health issues, but it could also expand your wish or your desire to get your health under control. So look at it both ways. That, yeah, this could be your body's way. Your body might be expanding on some little issues and giving you a little bit of trouble with Jupiter in that 6th house transit. But it's really showing me that ultimately this is going to be for your highest good to get into a better health regimen, health routine, to where you're not feeling like you're lacking. Aries 6th house in Western. Okay, so yeah, Western, so Aries, what's going on in Aries? I can't even recall if there's much going on. There might be something aspecting, but Aries, you might just be someone who you get all gung-ho on, like, I'm going to change my life, I'm going to change my health with this one thing. But the thing they want you to incorporate as well is that 12th house energy, which would be the Libra of balancing and making sure that you are taking self-care, self-love, and nurturing yourself, because that in and of itself goes a very long way. So I would say, start eating clean, start eliminating what you just know is junk from your diet if you can do that, and just start talking to your cells, talking to your body, infusing your body with beautiful, healthy food and water. I mean, this water I have is from my reverse osmosis water filter. And then I just programmed this cheap little rose quartz crystal with the intention that I'm infusing every drop of water I drink with love. And again, we're 70 to 80% water, depending how hydrated we are. And, when you can infuse the water you're drinking, and then that becomes part of your body, that's telling your cells you love it. And if you follow Dr. Masaru Emoto and his water crystal experiments, I've seen the book over there on my shelf. Look how he's speaking loving thoughts to these water crystals, and then they form the most beautiful, intricate designs, and then he's spewing hate and mean words to other crystals, and they're all deformed and just not doing very well. Well, our bodies are that way too. We think these mean thoughts about our bodies. We talk badly about our bodies, and then that's what we get. So that intention to just talk nicely goes a long way. You're already feeling better with the detox. I lost so much inflammation. Yeah, and inflammation is like the boogeyman for all of us. And that mucus, it's just, yeah, when you can get that under control, it's like you can just be open to new, beautiful stuff. So yeah, I would say by mid-July, you should be, they're just showing me, at least on the timeline you're currently on, that you should be green light go to be able to start that black oxygen organics by mid-July. That would be really beneficial. And take it slow. That's what I'm doing. Take it slow. Take way lower dose than they say on the bag. I'm only doing 1/8 of a teaspoon in water or my tea. And I do like half the recommended for the bath, the detox bath, and I did about half the recommended for the face mask. And I looked so cool the other day. Like I even masked my eyelids and my lips. Like it was a whole thing. So I feel so much better just being in the presence of the black oxygen organics. Yes. But you can do a lot just with your intention and cutting out those foods you know aren't well for you. Oh, you're so genuine, perfectly imperfect, like curly hair, which I relate. You inspire me. Keep up the good vibes. Thank you so much, Amber. That's so sweet. Yeah, and that black oxygen organics, that replaces all of my daily multivitamin stuff that I would take just to enhance and bump up that immune system. Because a lot of times too, when we're not nourished and everything, we can't even get the benefit from our vitamins because they just go right through us. They don't even benefit us, and we're spending lots of money on some of these vitamins, right? But this black oxygen organics, it'll detox us and rejuvenate all that oxygen within our cells. It'll repair our cells. I mean, wow, you could really go in and do some research. If you're on Telegram, Michelle Lynn, I can send you a link to something I read. It was over on the CDC website, which I was surprised they were actually singing the praises as something so natural, but they were. Fulvic acid, black oxygen organics, but was one brand of this fulvic acid. But yeah, go for it, lady. You can do it. Okay, so your yes, no question is next, Michelle Lynn. So go ahead and post that whenever you're ready, and we'll get into that. And then our list looks a little something like this. Up next, we would have Laura Ann. Is that how we say that? Laura Ann. And then Shanda Hancock, you're on deck after that. So here we go. This is our allowing no mask, but only for specific people. My gym and job require them. Is there any hope for this changing in June for everyone? Wanting that freedom from my acne to heal. Yes. Oh my goodness. And that black oxygen organics, that will, a lot of people who are dealing with the mask acne issues have seen lots of good results from using their face mask, their fulvic acid face mask. I already see it opening up. Maybe it might even be into July, but let's just see if this will change at all in June for everyone in Michelle Lynn's area. Okay, get more information. Yeah, so I'm seeing it may not be quite in June, but once Mercury, they're showing me Mercury going direct, and of course once it goes direct, it's kind of stationed or almost appearing to stand still for just a moment. But then when it starts moving forward again, that's when you're going to see things opening up even more in your area. Laura Ann. Okay, nearly that for the pronunciation. Cool. Yeah, Michelle Lynn, but I think they're showing me by at least mid-July, things are gonna start opening up even more in your area. But, you know, you might see a place here or there, or certain restrictions lift slowly during June, but they're just showing me, you know, spending as much time as you can without the mask on, like at home, and, you know, kind of even letting the decision of, well, if this place requires a mask, I won't go there for dinner, or I won't go there for shopping or whatever. And then just shopping at the places that don't make you wear it, that'd be totally beneficial for you. Okay, so go ahead and post your question, Laura Ann. Again, not quite saying it right, but close. Your job is playing it by ear. Cool. They lifted it for those with the V. Well, this is interesting. Yeah, they did the same thing. There's the whole town here where I'm at was lifted finally a couple weeks ago. But there are still certain businesses that will require you to do it. But now, by state law, they started putting up signs. If you've got the vaccine, then you can come in here now without a mask. But again, no one's gonna, for the most part that I know of, no one's probably gonna stop you like, you don't have a mask, so did you have your V? You know, I don't and won't. But that doesn't mean that I'm not going to, you know, not wear the mask where I don't have to. And again, you know, these are all personal choices, but the masks themselves, I mean, we've been very, I guess, what's the word? Lenient in the state of Montana, and we didn't have any major peaks or spikes in numbers. We were on the lower end of numbers and more relaxed on the whole rules and regulations than a lot of places. But my specific town is very liberal, I guess, so very sticking to rules and regulations that even the state governor, who's more, I guess, conservative, said, hey, you don't have to do this, but my town still chose to follow recommendations and stuff. But where I don't have to, I don't wear it if I don't have to. So I totally feel your pain there. Okay, so, oh, it was in PayPal. How does the future look for our connection with LM look like? Okay, exactly. And anyone can say they have it. Shaking my head, just hoping for some normalcy soon. I am with you, girl. Oh my goodness. Yeah. I mean, it's been over a year. The 2 weeks to flatten the curve has lasted over a year and 2 to 3 months now. We gotta just, I mean, yeah, that's all I'll say. Yeah, wow. Okay. So, how does the future of our connection look with LM? Okay. So, is this a romantic question? I did reach for my Romance Angels deck, so let me know, Laura Ann, if this is not romantic, and I will get something else. But how does the connection look with LM and Lauren? Okay, so we have here retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. And we also have unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. And I'm really feeling this more as it is not the attraction or chemistry in this instance. It's just maybe one or the other or both of you have been really busy and trying to accomplish other things. But with this retreat card, this just shows that it's time to disconnect from the world and have time one-on-one with this person, LM, and that will actually put you guys on the same page, especially if you've been really busy and haven't had those deeper conversations or had really much chance to hang out with each other or talk. This can really benefit you, just spending some one-on-one time where there's not a lot of other people around, where you can just really connect with each other. Showing me take the top one of these. Okay, we have here warmth. I focus on the warmth and let it guide all my interactions. No matter how others behave, I choose to respond warmly. With warmth, I can melt any icy exterior. I can soften any hard feelings. I can microwave any pizza. Today I'm adopting the saying, kill 'em with kindness, and turn myself into a warm and loving serial killer. Very cute. So especially if you've kind of felt like LM has been kind of cold or standoffish lately, this is just showing you extending that warm embrace, that warm gratitude for having this person in your life. This is actually really going to benefit both of your relationship. Especially on the back of the deck, you've got the Harmony card. So I know in my heart that when something is right, it feels easy and breezy, even though that sounds cheesy. With this in mind, I banish all stress, insecurity, and tedious work from my relationships. Then I invite harmonious relationships into my life and let them show up in their own time. Easy breezy things are rarely punctual. So yeah, this is just showing me that things maybe haven't been that easy or that harmonious or that warm. Maybe they've been kind of difficult or almost like you're talking to a brick wall. But the fact of you're not able to connect as deeply as you were hoping, Lauren. Maybe you want a deeper connection than what you have here. And that's not to say you can't have it with LM. I think you absolutely can. It's just there's some busyness going on his end, or just maybe this sense of not wanting to show that vulnerable side to you quite yet. Again, I don't know how long you've been together or if you guys even are together. They're just showing me kind of almost like him keeping you at arm's length. And it's not like he's trying to hide anything or, be shady in any way. It's really showing me that he's just busy. He's still trying to feel, well, what is it I feel? How is it I feel? What do I want? He's still really unsure of his own inner environment. So, of course, you will start to feel unsure of his inner environment as well. So just being your warm, amazing self and, trying to be as harmonious as you can, maybe trying to get some alone time with him if that's at all possible, where you guys can just, you don't have to do anything. You can go on a walk in a public park and just talk and talk and talk, or, go to one of your other's houses and just talk and talk and talk, or hang out. Or if you live together, just make time for that quality time. That's something that can really strengthen the bond between the two of you. So I hope that resonated, Lauren, and thanks again for your lovely donation. Okay. All right, so up next, let me get my list out to play. We've got Shanda Hancock, my dear, you are next. And then on deck, we've got Pika Lee. And then I think after Pika Lee, we will have our first free question mosh pit. So, yes, and thank you. Oh, you are so welcome. Awesome. So Shanda, my dear, go ahead and post your question, and then Pika Lee's on deck, and then free question mosh pit. So if you're here for a free question, just hold off for just a moment. We're almost there. We're almost there. All right, who might be coming toward me in romantic love during this retrograde going into June? Thank you. All right, let me update my list to get it posted here. So Pika Lee, you can have your question ready to post here very shortly. All right. Thank you for letting them know, Cheyenne. I appreciate that. Okay. So, Shanda. Who might be coming towards Shanda in romantic love during the retrograde going into June? Let's go to the White Moon and Tarot for Shanda. Who may be coming towards Shanda in love? Okay. Ooh. So we've got actually the White Newman card coming out with the rest of, you got the Six of Pentacles, so someone's being very generous in your vicinity or toward you. We also have that Hangman energy, really seeing things from a different perspective. So let me actually get a couple of romantic clarifiers here, and then I'm going to go to the book for the White Newman, because I don't really know. That's a special card in this deck. It's not an actual tarot card. It's just in the deck of White Newman Tarot. The White Newman. Let's see what's coming in June for Shanda. Well, there may be someone you are getting to know. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So at the very least, this could look like you strengthening bonds of those in your life already. Friends, parents, family, whoever it is that's in your life. But there is a definite soulmate connection that wants to come in. They're kind of showing me that the timelines may be a little stretched longer than maybe you're hoping. So it may not be in June, but that's not to say don't, have your feelers open and out there for someone to come online for you as early as June. But they're showing me the probability is, later on than just June. But keep an open mind, with this Hangman, keep an open mind that's not the Hangman, this is the Hangman. Keep an open mind and just be ready and willing when the person does strike your fancy. But in the meantime, they're showing me that you can really do that self-love, do that self-care, because as I always say here, you are one half of every single relationship you are in. So you strengthening that self-love, that self-care, just strengthening who you know yourself to be on a more soul level, letting some of that false ego stuff fall away, and just you becoming your truest authentic light. This can only benefit every relationship in your life, not just a potential soulmate in the future, but also your parents, your friends, your whoever's in your life, because again, you're one half of every relationship you're in. But the universe, or good karma, or whatever you want to say, your higher self, is wanting to offer you something really beautiful, really balanced, because, the 6 is a number of balance. It's 2 sets of 3, very balanced energy, very temperance energy I'm getting as well. So this person could even have Sagittarius in their chart, sun, moon, or rising. They could also have that earth energy, which would be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Earth or sun, moon, rising, prominent placements within their chart. Let me go get the book on the White Newman. I don't normally have my books out, so I'm just going to grab it from the deck box. I've only opened this once to take the deck out, and not again. It's a very tight fit. Okay. I love this cute little book, though. It's very fancy. Color instruction. Look at this. This little hardback book. I think they're toward the end. Yeah, here we are, right at the back of the deck. I'll just read this for you. So, Shanda. So the keywords here are creation, starting point, divine inspiration. The God's Father runs free across the virgin Earth's plains. There's another reference to Earth. So Earth sign, and then the White Newman card, there's a bull here. So Taurus is really standing out to me for this future soulmate's energy for you. Virgin Earth's plains, an apparent weightlessness, just like the bison in ancient cave paintings. It traverses the world making sure that all of creation is in order. Above him, dimensions open and the power of the sun glows between his horns. The bronze stars and the bird guide him as the morning breaks. The White Newman symbolizes creation through action, the perfect and divinely inspired path resulting from movement and momentum. Act, innovate, make the world anew. So they're really showing me that your actions, what you do or don't do, may actually be bringing this person to you sooner or later, depending. Time is that rubber band you're stretching. So the more self-love, self-care, the more investment you can put into your own love and your own journey, Shanda, this is really going to open things up for you. And this feels very new, at least in this life. Although this could be a very, very significant past life relationship for you, this feels like someone new wanting to charge right into your life. But again, if this is someone from your past, it's like they're coming at you from a renewed energy. That's why it feels so new. So it could very well be someone from the past, but it's just with a whole new lease on life, a whole new outlook. For an example, it could be someone who had a spiritual awakening. The person they were before that awakening is now dead and gone, and they are some new evolved version of themselves. So you could look at it that way, with that seeing things a new way. Maybe you're seeing this person from the past in a new way. You could take it like that. But at the very least, the universe is wanting to offer you something really beautiful. And this is, a long time coming, I'm hearing. But if you're wanting someone completely new, then again, to me, it feels like you're in charge of how you see this energy, because there are multiple potentials for you with love. You didn't just pigeonhole yourself into a a corner with your birth chart. You probably have a lot of potential one way or another with love, with career. Maybe you change your mind a lot with, even the way you wear your hair, the way you dress. Maybe you just like to change your mind a lot. You left yourself a lot of wiggle room in your life. So nothing is really set in stone for you. You, in any moment, can decide which way or which direction you're turning. Yes, it's a very long time coming. Well, it's on its way. So just doing that self-love and self-care is going to bring you that much closer to this person, because I think they're mirroring your energy. They are doing much the same. So I hope that resonated for you, Shanda. Beautiful. It feels like a really exciting energy, though. Very creative. So this person also could be very creative. Could be an artist. Could be someone who works a, kind of corporate job, but also has like a side hustle doing amazing art. Could be a builder. Could make furniture. Like, these are the things that Spirit are showing me right now. All right. So, Pika Lee, we will get your questions. Oh, thank you. Yes, it does. Awesome. Okay, so we'll get through Pika Lee's 2 questions, and then we're going to open up the floor for the free question mosh pit. So hold questions for just a couple more minutes, and we'll get right into those for you guys very shortly. Okay, so Pika Lee, my dear, any advice regarding my love interest? Did we know each other in another life? We're still in the talking stage, but everything feels natural and comfortable. We both seem to share a similar intensity. I love that. Let's see. Let's just see this energy between the two of you. See if we could tap into this possible past life connection. I'm already feeling like, yes, that's a definite possibility. What else do we have? Okay. Wow. So there is a lot going on for you. I'm just like beside myself. This is true love. Like, this is something that, the romance of a lifetime. You're even asking past lives. So to me, this feels like something big, something really big. So this could even be, to me, this feels like one of your great loves through many different lifetimes that you've had. So when you did meet this person, it did almost feel like coming home, or like you already knew this person in some way. Let's just see. Finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. So I don't know if maybe this person does work a lot, or you work a lot, or just both of you are trying to build and develop that security or stability in your lives, and that's kind of a priority or main focus for one or the other of you, maybe both of you. But that could be affecting just how fast the relationship progresses if there's a lot of busyness going on. But yeah, I definitely feel a past life connection for sure now. Yeah, that's exciting. So we also have some passion here. So allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. It's hard to read backwards on the screen here. Yes, so allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. So this is a very, to me, it feels like a slow burn, which is such a good way to start a relationship. If you ask me, it's such a, it's a way you're really building a stable foundation as people who really love and respect each other, as friends, as crushes, whatever. And then you slowly build it into something that's much more passionate and, where you merge your finances and, you merge your households and you become, even more committed to each other over time. This is a definite possibility with the two of you. I think a lot of it has to deal with his work. Him being busy, or just not able to spend as much free time as he would like, because there's just a lot of demand on him from people at work, is really what I see. We also have attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So yes, Traction and passion are definitely at play here. But to me, again, it feels like something you're slowly building to, because this isn't something you want to go all in on right now. Not because it's not safe. I don't see it like that. But it's just you want to really savor and enjoy. I'm seeing it like a chocolate bar. Instead of just wolfing that chocolate bar down, it's like you let it just melt in your mouth and you just savor, over the course of many days rather than just gone. That's how I see this love building. It just feels so much stable and secure in the long run if you can allow this love to build that way. It's beautiful. Sorry I'm late. Hi, A. Love you, gal. Oh, I love you too, Sandy. It's always a pleasure when Sandy pops into our chat, everybody. Such a sweet lady. All right, so I hope that resonated for that part, Pika Lee. That's on point. LOL. We were going to do Pika Lee's second question and then hold out just a moment longer for the free question mosh pit. So, number 2, any urgent messages from Spirit? Feel very aligned, but want to make sure I haven't missed anything. I wasn't going to ask this question at first, but Spirit was knocking on my head to ask. LOL. Okay, we're going to go into messages from Spirit deck just to see if there's any very specific messages for Pika Lee. Anything she may have missed, anything you want to validate for her Spirit. We are open, we are willing, we are ready to hear it for Pika Lee. Oh, I love this. Yeah, so look at these pair well. So we've got let go and new beginning. So there is something more you can let go of or release or move on from. This to me feels like past energy from possible childhood or around the teenage years. I'm seeing the number 12, maybe when you were 12, something really significant happened in your life that really kind of put your life on a whole new path. Maybe you moved, maybe you lost someone in your family. They're showing me a lot of different scenarios here. So maybe it was a culmination from kind of age 10 to 15 that a lot was really going on energetically in your life. But let go. Once you let go of the outcome, you'll be able to release all the emotional constraints that have held you back in the past. Trust in the higher good and guidance of Spirit, as we have only your best intentions at heart and will do everything in our power to protect you. So this is also just letting go of that outcome or like the need or the feeling like I need this to happen right now. Just giving, still doing your work, doing what you need to do, but giving that outcome or that timeline, giving that to God, giving that to Spirit to let them figure out the details, because you're just doing your work. You're releasing that need to know the outcome sometimes with certain things as well, by knowing that everything is working out in your highest good. But as you can release some stuff from the past, you're getting your new beginning. And I'm really almost seeing this as like an old Polaroid picture, but it's totally blacked out. Like you can't even see it anymore. And they're almost showing me like, okay, when you first take the picture, I'm kind of doing it opposite of how the way it actually is, but this is what Spirit's showing me in my head. When you first take a Polaroid picture, if you're a person of a certain age, you may not even know. You would know what that means, but some younger people are like, I don't know what's a Polaroid picture. I only know what that is because of that Outkast song. But really, when you first take that Polaroid, it's completely white, and then it slowly brings the picture online. But I'm almost seeing this as an opposite effect, where you took and learned from the past, let go of certain things in the past, almost completely blacked out the energy of the past. And now you have a clean slate to take a new picture, to go a new direction, to bring new beginnings online. This is really beautiful energy coming in. But it says here, everything in life is constantly vibrating and moving, and therefore continuously changing and evolving. Be aware that a new beginning is on the horizon. Have courage and faith, because right now life is trying to nudge you forward and move you in a new direction. You know all about Polaroids. Well, there you go. That's awesome. So yeah, Spirit's trying to nudge you to this new beginning, something that is just ready. You're ready. Like you've leveled up energetically enough that you're just ready for some new good energy in all different areas of life. And it just feels so good and supportive that you're releasing this stuff from the past so that you can bring on some new beautiful changes. But I'm definitely going through a purge for a new beginning. Yes, so you may be in the thick of it. So this could just let you know to keep on going, because there's some beautiful new beginnings as that light at the end of the tunnel for you, Pika Lee. And you deserve it, because you've been doing a lot of work on yourself, on your life. You've been healing and you've been feeling those things. You got to feel it to heal it, to deal with it. You've been doing the work. So just anything that arises for you, allow yourself to feel it, heal it, and move on, because this is putting you in alignment with new energy that wants to come in with that new beginning. So that's so beautiful. All right, Pigally, thanks again for your lovely donations. So we have made it to the free question mosh pit. So if you are here for the free questions, now is your chance. Go ahead and post your question one time only. We've only got 19 people here in the chat, and it's not moving very fast. So just post your question one time and don't spam the chat. That would be much appreciated, and we can get right into your question. What's going to happen here is Spirit is going to be the one selecting the question. So I'm not reading over here. Spirit is going to be the one to select your question, and I'm going to take a little water break while you guys get your questions out there. And then Spirit will be the one selecting the question, but we will have at least 1 or 2 more before we're done here today. Maybe 3 more if I'm feeling real lucky over here before we go. So go ahead and post your questions. I'll give you another moment as I kind of tidy up my stacks of cards here. Making sure the chat's still moving. Doesn't look like it's moving, so I think we've got who's submitted. We're going for it. All right, Cheyenne, they are selecting your question, so this must be really important. So does Spirit have a message for me? Not sleeping well and seeing synchronized numbers. Oh, not sleeping well. That's such a hard thing to deal with because it affects your whole day if you haven't gotten a good night's sleep. So let's really get into this for you. Does Spirit have a message for Cheyenne? She's not sleeping well. She's seeing all these synchronistic numbers. What are you trying to tell her, Spirit? What does she need to know? What's going on for Cheyenne? Wow. So this is Spirit wanting you to lighten your load. They're showing me maybe there's something you're doing before bed that is keeping you awake or is just not allowing you to really kind of shut down and get ready to sleep. So I don't know if I'm really being illuminated here to this white. It's very bright and it's right in this guy's face. Look at it. He's got it right in his face. It's almost like he's yelling, like, get away from me, but it's so bright and it's right there. So I don't know if you are on your phone right before bed, because that blue light that comes out of our screen or even on a TV, that can really disrupt that sleep cycle. So being able to kind of wind down before bed with, calming self-care routine would really help. Blacking out the room by, closing the curtains if it's still light out when you're trying to go to sleep, closing the curtains, only doing things by candlelight or very soft light would benefit as well. If you're someone who reads before bed, I know a lot of the book lights that I've had recently or, in the past few years, they're very bright. And to me, they almost feel like blue light. So looking into some sort of book light if you read before bed, that's not going to be like blue light right in your face. Maybe reading by candlelight, if that's at all possible, would be good. But we also have the beauty card coming out. So to me, this feels like you lightening your load, just realizing what is not a priority for me and just kind of letting it go for the near future, especially kind of through the month of June, Cheyenne, because we're coming into this month of retrograde. So just allowing yourself to only focus on those things that definitely need your time and attention, those big priorities, but making yourself a priority, really feeling into that. What does beauty mean for you? What makes you feel beautiful on a spiritual level, physical level, mental level, all the levels? What makes you feel beautiful? What makes you feel good in the skin you're in? And lighten your load. Working these two things together, this to me does feel like self-care. Lightening the load, knowing when it's time to stop, when you need to pull back your energy, take care of yourself, treat yourself to maybe a spa if that's at all possible, a massage, getting a haircut or color, whatever it is that makes you feel really good about yourself. These are ways you can really not feel so stressed out, or will actually help you sleep well. I mean, imagine if you get a really nice massage later that night, you're going to be able to sleep much better. I can only imagine. I have never had a professional massage, so I don't know, but it's always been on my list of maybe someday I'll get a nice massage. So I've had massages, like back massages and stuff for my husband, but never a professional one. It sounds like heaven, though. It really does. And I dropped a card as I'm putting them away. Let's see what we got. We You got talent. So maybe you are dipping into some hidden talents without you even realizing it, or there's something coming online through these hand chakras, which are just that extension of that heart chakra. So maybe you've got some healing energy coming in to kind of wipe the slate of all of that load, that heavy load that you've been carrying. So I hope that resonated, Cheyenne. All right, so Jasmine, my dear, you are next. Go ahead and post your question, and then 166 Jackie, and then Claudia times 2, and then Abby, and that will round out the list I currently have. If you are hoping to get your question answered guaranteed today, you can always send a donation, and the directions or guide to be able to do that is pinned at the top of the chat or also in my description box below. And all of your lovely donations do go to help my mom, whose house burned down in July of 2019, and she's still living in a little camper, and every little bit helps. So thank you all so much for that. All right. Okay. So no, I just kind of do random free question mosh pits here and there. We still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 donations to go through, and then I will do another free question mosh pit, and then anyone who wants that guaranteed read can always come online and do that as well. All right, so Jasmine wants a love reading, please. I'm singled, LOL. All right, let's see what's coming toward Jasmine in love. I want the single lady Jasmine. What is coming her way in love? Anything awesome coming her way? Ooh, we got something. Well, this to me feels like something you can actually do for yourself to kind of get the ball rolling. We've got the retreat card here. It's time to disconnect from the world. So maybe taking yourself out on a little date, out in nature, a little walk, a little hike, maybe even taking, like if you are really busy, really stressed out at work or something, maybe taking a day or a weekend off and booking yourself a nice cabin or even a hotel room or something where you're just kind of retreating into your own energy to really, kind of get in touch with your soul, make some plans about your life, really re-examine, the things that you want in your life, what's going on, from your past, what's going on present, what you're planning for your future. All of this will really help you get into alignment with what it is you really want. Because a lot of times we think we know what we want, and then life kind of gets in the way and gets busy, and then we kind of like, I still want that, I think, and then we keep going. But then when we actually stop and take just a hot minute to really feel into, well, what is it I want? Many people feel just a sense of confusion. So if you've been feeling confusion, congratulations. That means you're trying to feel something. But if you're just feeling like you're ready for a relationship, especially if you've done a lot of self-love, self-care, really working on yourself, this is going to put you in alignment with someone. Because when you can do all of that, and of course the time is right and it all lines up, then of course they're saying, divine timing is at work in your love life. So it might be just a little while longer you're waiting, but this is to get you kind of in alignment with someone who really is going to benefit your energy just as much as you're going to benefit them. But it's going to be someone you're very attracted to. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So the more mindful you can be, the more present you can be in this now moment, this is going to help you because say you're all up in your head or you're in public, you got your headphones on, you're just kind of drowning out your surroundings. You may actually meet or miss an encounter meeting someone. So being present when you're out and about is going to be your best bet because you may actually meet this person while you're out and about or while you're at some sort of function. Again, certain parts of the world are still kind of locked down or not really open for business, so to speak, or, as open as they could be. So let's just see some of the energy of this person. What if this person that Jasmine is meant to be with, if they could tell her anything right now, what would it be? Ooh, or any information, whatever we need to know about this person. My beloved, though we may be physically apart, which is true right now, right? Spiritually, we are always united. For love transcends space and time. Nothing is missing. So they're showing me now you can connect to this person right now by going into meditation or just connecting with that heart space, that higher self, and connecting to this person's higher self because we're all connected on that soul level anyway. So if you can remind yourself of that or remember that, you can even start having little conversations with this person in your head, or say, hey, you should meet me here tomorrow. And, just kind of put a little bug in the person's ear, almost just through your own telepathic communication with this person. On the back of the deck, we've got time. You're trying too hard. Give it time. So, just allowing things to unfold naturally. But also there's this element of healing here. Healing. Imagine yourself and your beloved surrounded by light. Feel your relationship being healed this very moment. And you can even take this back, like retrograde this energy back to past relationships you've been in where you just weren't in alignment with someone, you broke up, you still hate this person, they still hate you, whatever the energy is of your past, and healing from that. Doing a cord cutting meditation or a ceremony where you're bringing all your energy back, and it's like that proverbial box of their stuff they left at your house, giving their energy back to them in their box. You just don't want it anymore. You're done with it. Healing from past relationships will really help you step into who you are on the present, or on that soul level in the present as well, and help heal you for future stuff. But you can connect to this person now just by putting the intention to be able to connect to them. It's really beautiful. So when you do meet this person, there's going to be some real good attraction going on. You're going to be very giddy and excited to know this person and have them in your life, and vice versa. This person will just be so smitten with you, and it's so cute. I love it. So I hope that resonated for you, Jasmine. Beautiful energy. I'm not sure how to pronounce your name, Nkechi Tudemi. We will be doing another free question mosh pit, and I'm not the one actually choosing the questions, it's spirits. So hold off till our next free question mosh pit, and we will see if you are selected. But as far as our donations, 166 Jackie, you are next, my dear. But if you need your question answered, you can always send a donation. All right, so you're so welcome, Jasmine. Oops, I deleted your name off of there. Or part of your name, 166 Jackie. All right. So 166 Jackie, you are next, my dear. Make sure I didn't. Yeah. 6 Jackie, Claudia times 2, and Abby. That is the last donation I think I have. Yep, that's what we got here. There's a link at the very top of, or a pinned comment at the top of the chat here. You can click that for my PayPal link. Otherwise, in the description, I also have all that information there, and the link for that is in the description. Okay. So should I trust my chef at my job that has or had a crush on me? Okay. Let's just see. Let's go to the angel answers actually to get this started for 166 Jackie. Just making sure I didn't have any others because my phone lit up. What's going on over there? 166 Jackie. The chef at the old chef at her job had a crush on me. Should she trust? Hey, we have here there's something better. So either this person isn't telling you the full truth, or they're just kind of, I don't know, like avoiding answering or being who they really are around you. But there is some, if you're looking at this person for a romantic or in a romantic way, see, again, stumbling over my words. So maybe it's like the chef person is like, stumbles over their words, or it's like they're trying to not lie and keep the lie kind of hidden, or the truth kind of hidden a little bit, so they kind of almost stumble over their words. But there is someone or something better for you than this person's energy. So I don't think they're outrightly untrustworthy, but yet at the same time, they're not 100% just for your highest good. It's like they're trying to get something from you. But there is something better with this. Let's see if we can get into the trust issue here with this person. For 166 Jackie, the old chef at the job that had a crush on her, what does she need to know about this person and the relationship or the dynamic between the two of them? Okay, so my best self is what came out. So I trust that when I'm doing what's best for me and being the happiest version of myself, the right sorts of relationships will appear in my life. That means I can let go of all my worries about the future, knowing that my only job is to be happy in this moment. So yes, you may even realize that you don't really want to be friends with this person, or there's just something about them that it's just not for your highest good. I don't know what it is, but just the fact that you're asking if you could trust them, that's letting me know your intuition probably already knows maybe you can't, if that makes sense for you. Um, there's somebody else, maybe even associated with this, that maybe knows the truth of something with this person, or just knows a truer version of them that maybe has tried to tell you, yeah, you probably shouldn't trust them or something. Someone that you both worked with, or someone you both mutually know. But ultimately, I don't know that if I were you, I would trust him fully. I don't think he's out to get you or anything like that, but there's just maybe even him trying to put his best self forward and try to hide, his flaws and stuff from you. That there's a little bit of that, but it's like, I think he did have that crush on you, but maybe it was more him looking to get something from you rather than wanting to give himself to you, if that makes sense. This one fell out. Independence. So I embrace total independence, and I see how empowering that is. When I'm in a relationship, I can be independent by meeting my own needs and creating my own happiness. When I do that, I'm the fullest version of myself, and I have much more me to give without needing pieces of me in return. So it's almost showing me that if you were to have ventured into a relationship with this person, they would have tried to control what you do, who you see, where you're at, like always having to check in with them. And that's just not the vibe you're looking for in a relationship. So it just could be that they maybe have done things in past relationships, or that they're almost like, well, I would possibly cheat, so I bet they would cheat on me as well. So it's almost like, I don't know how to put that energy into words, but probably just not the best person to be in a relationship with, or to want to associate with as more than just maybe an acquaintance or a work colleague type of dynamic, if that makes sense, Jackie. But I hope that answered your question. It's kind of sneaky energy. Like, it's really hard for me to just put it into words like a cut and dry, this is what's going on. It's almost like beyond the veil, there's so much more than what this person's trying to show you. I don't know. It's really hard, slippery energy to get a hold of. So it's almost like this person will almost shift their personality or energy to try to chameleon who they're hanging out with or who they're talking to. And I don't know if you watch The Office, but it's almost showing me like Andy Bernard when he first starts working at the office in Scranton with Michael Scott. And he just tries to chameleon himself to what version of Michael Scott he thinks he wants Andy to be. Or like we all like the same shows. We all like to go to the same places. It's like, no, you can have your own opinion. I still like you. Why are you being so sneaky like that? I don't get it. It's kind of like that. So again, I don't think he's got like any ill will toward anyone. It's just he's not being authentic. I guess that's the word. That's probably the word that was evading me the whole time. You're so welcome, Jackie. Thanks again for your lovely donation. All right, Claudia, you've got 2 questions here that you have donated for, my dear. So go ahead and post your questions, and we will get right into that for you. And then Abby, my friend, you are on deck, and that is all the donations I have. So if we don't get any more donations between Claudia and Abby's questions, we will do one more free question mosh pit, and then I will see you guys on Wednesday. Otherwise, if you would like your guaranteed question answered today, you can always send your donation, and we would be happy to get into it for you. All right, Claudia says, any advice for my job as a working student in marketing? I work 2 days a week while doing my master's degree. It would be amazing if you could pick up on the energy of the people around me there. Okay. Advice for a job as a working student in marketing. Work 2 days a week while doing master's degree. It would be amazing if you could pick up on the energy of the people around me there. Okay, let's go to Spellcasting Oracle. Energy of the people working around Claudia in this 2-day-a-week area for working on marketing as master's degree. Okay. Wow, that was weird. I felt like it was going to go to the ground, but it didn't. Thought there was more that fell, but it wasn't. Again, stumbling over my words. I don't know what's going on with me today, you guys. Bear with me. But we have here finding. So I actually love this. You may actually be finding or coming together with someone who feels like, and this is a feminine energy I'm picking up, someone who feels like they will be a long time friend for you. Someone I feel like you may have already met this person. You get along with this person decently well. You're just going to really evolve your relationship with her into something really like soul sister type of energy. Maybe you already intuitively can feel who I'm talking about. There may even be two, both feminine types of energies. Eventually, you guys could be the trifecta already, but eventually there's going to be three of you, three ladies working here together. That you guys, once this master's program is over and everything, you're going to just be feeling like, well, let's still be friends. We can still hang out with each other. We can still do all this. Yeah, there are two women in your team. Oh, wow. Well, there we go. So maybe one of them already you feel closer to now. But I'm seeing as time wears on, you're going to be close to both of them over time, where you're just forming, like I said, that trifecta energy. It's like you guys are very protective of each other, almost like sisters to each other, mothers to each other, just wanting to eventually, again, if you're not in this energy yet, this just could be future energy we're picking up on, but just very protective of each other, making, have each other's back at work and, anywhere you're at, just making sure everybody's got the best intentions for everyone else. So these are two very trustworthy, wonderful ladies that have your back and you've got theirs. It feels really good. I mean, there's nothing standing out here that feels yucky or weird, like we were kind of picking up with that work situation with Jackie. Nothing like that going on here. Okay. We have happiness. Yeah, so you may get a lot of happiness or a lot of laughing, just a lot of joyful energy when you are hanging out with these people, or while you're doing the job. I mean, again, it's only 2 days a week, but maybe that's just enough to really bump up and boost this happiness in your life, or maybe you just feel really fulfilled while you are at the job and working. It's really beautiful. But maybe one of these ladies, especially if she's got like lighter colored hair or more blonde hair, maybe even gray in her hair, I don't know. But she feels very happy, you're almost like, how can someone be that happy all the time? But like, that's just who she authentically is. And it just feels really fun. I'm getting some donations over here. Yes, one is blonde. I love that. That's so cool. Yeah, but she's just very happy, very yellow vibe, very yellow aura to her, very sunny disposition. I love that. So you actually are really benefiting from each other's auras, almost like you're helping raise each other's vibrations, just being around each other, hanging out with each other. It feels real fun, real good. Awesome. Well, yeah, nothing to worry about there. Just, these could be lifelong relationships, friendships that you're forming with these people, not just we worked together once and, at the very least, you're going to continue to hang out once your master's program is over and stuff. Feels like you guys will be in each other's lives for a hot minute. So go ahead and post your second question and we'll get into that. And then Abby, and I'm going to go ahead and update the list while you post your question. So we've got Michelle Lynn, Naisha, and Sherry. And Sherry, are you here? Oh, that must be Dragon Empress. Awesome. Thank you so much. All right. So this will be our running list. And we will again have another 3-question mosh pit before we close out of here. But Claudia's second question, advice for love life. All right. Go to Claudia's question. Here is the first card. Already coming in, healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So just working through any past traumas, wounds, cycles from the family that could, especially if your family, your parents or grandparents had dysfunctional relationships, or there was divorce, or just, not 100%, no relationship's ever 100% amazing, but you could see, even as a child, maybe where your parents could have done better, something like that. Or if you, as a kid, like, man, if I were my parents, I'd do it this way instead. Why are they acting like that? Healing from this, because it actually ultimately did shape you into who you are, and it's actually going to benefit you long term. It's like when we can finally move through that inner child wound, we can really work on that. I don't know, Claudia, if you did on my other channel, I did a recent inner child healing. Pick a card. I cannot talk today, you guys. I don't know what's going on here. The words are there, they're just not coming out right. I did an inner child. Pick a card that if you didn't do that one, you can always go over to my channel and do that. Just see if there's some insight that will build on this healing family issues card that you got here for your love life question. But we've got here playfulness. So to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. Working on my inner child the past 3 weeks. Well, there you go. This is just going to validate for you that you're on the right track and the work that you're doing is paying off. And especially we've got that playfulness card as we work and heal that inner child and allow that inner child to kind of take our hand and work with us through our day-to-day life. We bring more playfulness into our lives. And those of us who become parents, of course, we have no choice but a lot of times to face our own inner child because we have our own children that are triggering that inner child constantly. But with you, playfulness, to recapture romance in your life, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. Yeah, I hooked up with someone, LOL. That's okay. We all do things that, we could be proud of, may not be proud of, depending how you resonate. You could be like, I'm really catching feelings for this person, But let's just see what's going on in this love life. Since she hooked up with someone, that could trigger this need for love. Let's see what we got. We've got here getting to know each other. So you may be wanting to get to know this person a little deeper. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So maybe you healing out from the past, maybe you're feeling more playful and excited about life because of this hookup. And now you're getting to know this person and realizing maybe there's something more here than I thought originally. Let's get into some of the Lovers Oracle to see the energy of you and this person. Wow, new beginning. Look at that dove there. A new adventure awaits. Embrace it and live your dreams passionately. So this feels like this could be the beginning of something, especially if this person feels like they want to know a lot about you. You want to know a lot about them. It just feels really comfortable and exciting when you're together, even playful, very fun, lighthearted kind of energy. This could be the beginning of something really new and beautiful, but at the very least, you're having a nice little adventure right now, and it's feeling fun and exciting for you. Let's get one from the Love and Relationship Affirmators deck for Claudia. Ooh, here it is. Open-heartedness. So I know that life and people living it can be an absolute bummer sometimes, but I promise not to let unhappy chapters make me jaded. If I let negative experiences turn me sour, then the jerks win. So I'll move on with an open and hopeful heart, if only because I hate losing to jerks. So this is really saying, again, kind of going back to that past. So you could even be, with this open-heartedness, kind of maybe even playing some of your own feelings kind of close to the chest because you don't want to be hurt in this new connection like you may have been hurt in the past. So healing not only from your child wounds and from things with your parents, but maybe even healing from past relationships. That's really going to benefit anything for you moving forward and really help you to open your heart back up to accepting love, and especially that self-love that I keep preaching about here. That's going to be your ticket to your highest happiness, because self-love is really all the love that we need to get us halfway there. Because again, we're half of every relationship we're in, but of course we're here to learn from other people. That's why other people will trigger us and be mirrors for us, is because we can't do it alone. We can love ourselves till kingdom come, but we need other people in our lives to love and be loved by as well. And it really enhances our experience as a human when we can have someone to love and feel that love from someone else as well. So you're really in it, and just be more open-hearted as you heal through these things. You'll be able to bring more of your heart into the situation, and maybe that person is that you're have recently hooked up with, maybe they are really struggling to show that more vulnerable side of them, and you being open-hearted will really let them know it's okay to be able to do that. So I hope that resonated, Claudia. Beautiful energy, beautiful question. Thanks again. So dear Abby, you are next, and then Michelle Lynn. and then Nyasia, and then Empress, or Dragon Empress. Okay. Oh, yes, you're Sherry. Cool. So when we get to your question, I will dive right into that for you, Sherry. Thank you so much. True. Yeah, it did. Thank you. You are so welcome. Okay. So, Abby, you are next, my friend. Go ahead and post your question. I've been struggling a lot with intrusive thoughts related to some past mental breaks that has really left me in a dark place, and I don't sleep at night due to my being scared. Do spirit guides have any message for me regarding this? Oh no. Yes, let's get into this. Let's find out what's going on for Abby, and just dealing with those intrusive thoughts related to some past mental breaks and just things that left her in a dark place. Let's just really feel into this. What is this trying to show her, spirit? Any advice or guidance, please? Wow, it's because you are clearing the past. To me, this feels very chaotic here, lots of clutter going on, but this is the beginning of you embarking on a new journey, going in a new direction energetically, physically, mentally, emotionally. You've done a lot of work clearing out the past, and now that it's coming back up for you, those intrusive thoughts and stuff, this is almost like Spirit's way of testing you to be like, did she learn the lessons? Did this really happen for her and she's overcome all of this? But I think you have, because look, get ready for new horizons. There are faraway places, things that you have not or have yet to experience in this life that you really have dreams about, like goals, wishes, desires, dreams, that you can't take this past baggage with you and then be able to go after this. So you really are, quote unquote, clearing the deck here, clearing this dock off of all this clutter, maybe some of the stuff you're bringing along for the ride in your boat. So you need to load that up on your boat, but some of this stuff you don't need. So you're clearing the deck for what is no longer serving you in your highest good. And that's why it's coming up for you to really re-examine it and then to release it. But I always say, in order to heal it, you got to feel it. So feel it to heal with it, to heal it, to deal with it, to move on and move forward. So allow yourself to feel any emotions that are coming up. Don't believe the nasty mental thoughts and mental chatter that's coming up for you, because it doesn't know your soul. It doesn't know you. That is not your inner voice. That is the ego talking. You are the observer of the thoughts, not the thoughts themselves. So, if you catch those thoughts coming up, almost like a cloud, just kind of watch it go by without attaching to it. Just watch it go by. So for Abby, yeah, all this past stuff, it's like weighing on your head. Look at all this memories from the past coming up like ghosts to haunt you, even so you can't sleep at night. It's really what's pointing out here. Memories. Your memories are like diamonds in the treasure chest of your spirit. Or they could be like very heavy weights that we just don't want to deal with as well. I mean, we can take it both ways. But more and more memories are arising within you. Remember the happier moments with your loved ones who are here in the spirit world, for neither time nor distance can stop the energy of love that you have for one another. So especially if you have lost someone, a family member, a friend, someone has crossed over, know that their energy is with you. Maybe that is what you've struggled with in the past, is the loss of a family member, a friend, someone real close to you, and it's still just really, it's hard for you to go on without them. If that doesn't resonate, this could be past life energy that we're picking up on, because I kind of read those two things very similarly. So whatever resonates for you, but let's see what this is. We've got here, have fun. So again, there's with the younger version of you, that inner child is still alive and well. Those memories are still there, bouncing around in your vicinity, in your energy. So releasing what's not serving you, but bringing along for the ride the stuff that will serve you, the stuff that will benefit you moving forward. But with have fun here, it says stop. When was the last time you had fun? When was the last time you took a chance and did something silly, something totally unlike you, something just for the joy of it? It's long overdue for you to let go of your analytical mind and give yourself and your soul permission to have some fun. So allow yourself to have some fun and be proud of how far you've come, because you are not your past. You are not the things you did in the past. You are not the thoughts you have. You are so much more than that. And when you can remember that, you can start to release these things, and they won't have such a heavy hold and weight over you anymore. And I think you'll notice too, if you kind of going back to what we were talking about with Cheyenne, possibly like right before bed, not being on a phone or something with blue light just blaring in your face before bed, because that can really interrupt the sleep cycle. It can also induce bad dreams if you do get to a sleep cycle and stuff like that. So just make sure that you're doing your self-care, taking care of yourself, especially as you wind down to go to sleep. And even they're showing me a ritual I do kind of before bed, especially those nights that it's hard for me to fall asleep. I will just say, I'm immersed in sleep now. I'm immersed in sleep now. Because if we say I'm falling asleep, it's almost like it's kind of got a weird wording with it. Or, you know, I want to fall asleep. I want to. Like we're chasing it away from us. Just say I'm immersed in sleep and watch. It's like almost like magic, at least for me. I immerse myself in sleep. I say I'm immersed in sleep, and before I know it, I'm asleep. And I used to have trouble at times quieting my mind at night and falling asleep. And since I've started doing this, and you may even want to sleep with some crystals that are very grounding, putting them under your pillow or next to your bedside on the table there or something. Good ones for getting to sleep. You can Google what are good crystals to help with sleep, and you will get a good answer for that. And then, of course, using your own intuition. If you already have some crystals, just kind of intuitively kind of select which ones you think would help you. And 9 times out of 10, you're right. So I hope that resonated for you, Abby. Brought you some guidance today. So Michelle Lynn, you are next, my dear. Go ahead and post your question. We will have one more free question mosh pit before we deck out today. So we got Michelle Lynn, Niaja, and Dragon Empress are our last 3. If you were wanting that guaranteed reading today, you can always send a donation. Otherwise, I will be back Wednesday, but almost always on the Wednesday show, we never do get to the free questions. Saturday is the day to show up for the free question mosh pit. And I kind of started taking Sundays off at least through mid-June just to get me through that baseball season and through the rest of school, because those boys are busy this time of year, and in effect, so is mom. All right. So we've got Michelle Lynn, a positive, uplifting message I need to hear. I love that. Let's get into it for Michelle Lynn. A positive and uplifting message that she needs to hear. Michelle Lynn, spirit, positive and uplifting message. Wow, the royal you with the number 16, which adds up to 7. So this is just reminding you, you are so much better than you are giving yourself credit for. You have so much more worth than you give yourself credit for on a daily basis. They're showing me too, a lot of times you do define yourself by your looks, your job, how accomplished you are by this age or whatever. And they're saying none of that matters. When you cross that finish line between this incarnation and beyond, none of that stuff is going to matter. What you looked like, what you did for a living, as far as was it worthy of other people's approval, none of that matters. Really tapping into what it is you're here to do on that more soul level, soul purpose. This is what's going to fuel you and give you this sense of, worthiness. Allowing more of your higher self to come online is going to give you this sense of just innate worthiness, not for what you're doing or who you're going to be someday, but for who you are now, what you're doing now. Call on your higher self to bring more of this online for you, especially with that number 16 that adds up to 7. This is all about that introspection, kind of that hermit mode and researching things. And, with you, what you've kind of been looking into and researching is just kind of getting your health in order. Because when they're showing me now, your health is your wealth. When you can get your health in order, you just feel so much better in every capacity of life. Because think of it, if you're struggling with a bunch of ailments, you bring those ailments into every relationship, every situation, just everything you've got going on, you bring your ailments with you. And when you can get your health in order and in line and in great operation, it's like there's going to be no stopping you, dear. Yes, in perfect harmony. You're bringing your body, mind, and soul into a beautiful balance is really what they're showing me. And as a result, you're getting more of your spiritual gifts coming online because you've got that very spiritual number, but you've also got that number of awakening. So, I'm really drawn to the music notes. Of course, this is some sort of tuba, or I don't know, bass tuba. I don't know. I'm not all up with my brass instruments as I should be. I know it's not a French horn, so I think it's a tuba. But anyway, um, why did my music stop? Let me go start that back up. Oh, we ran out of. I didn't restart it. I just played it from wherever the last live stream left off. But back. Okay. The music notes. I'm really drawn to that. So maybe listening to really uplifting music, either through your meditation, binaural beats, or those solfeggio frequencies, that's really going to benefit you. Or if you are wanting to get more active with your body, listening to something that'll really pump up the jam for you and really make you feel like, like good workout songs or music that you can listen to as you're moving. Oh man, it went really wonky for a second there. So let me know if that cut out. I hope it didn't. But what I was saying was music is going to play a really important role for you as well. Let's get one more. Speaking of music, let's go to music oracles. All right. Hello, Kirsten. Welcome. All right, so Michelle Lynn. Oh, we have one hitting the deck. It's Elvis Presley, everybody. Elvis has entered the building onto the floor. Let's pick him up. Okay, Elvis wants to come in for you, Michelle Lynn. The king is here. You are the king, oh my gosh, or queen, right? And the royal you can't make this stuff up. Look at it. The royal you are the king. So this is 2 reminders and 2 of your 3 cards here. That you are worthy, you are royal, you are the king or queen of your own life, and you better believe it. Like, that's what they really want you to know, and I love that. But never let reality stand in your way. This is reaffirming what we talked about. Don't let where you are now be where you judge your worth. Don't let it be, because the reality that you see, there's so much more to reality than what we can see. So just know, do not let what you feel about yourself right now stand in your way from becoming who you know you are. And always keep heaven on speed dial, going back to that spiritual number here of introspection, connecting to your higher self, your guides, angels, crossed over loved ones. Always be in communion or really working on that spiritual practice, and that can only serve your highest good so much. So I hope that resonated. That was powerful. They went in. They did not hold back at all. And of course, my pal Kurt Cobain is on the back of the deck, just wanting you to remember, we're all in this mess together. Read that there. We're all in this mess together. So you might as well shine that light and be that royal you, Michelle. I love that. You've been listening to uplifting music and dancing. Well, good. Keep it going. That's just your validation that you're on the right track. Amanda Duran, hello. How are you? Hope you're well. Right, you are so welcome. Queen Michelle. Queen for a day, more like queen for eternity. So live it up, Queen Michelle. All right, just checking to make sure we don't have any other donations before I update my list. So Nyasia, my dear, you are next. And then Dragon Empress, you will be rounding us out today. If you guys are just joining us, you still have time to send in your donation if you would like a guaranteed read today. Otherwise, when we're wrapping up, I am going to do one more free question mosh pit, but please hold your free questions until then, and my guides and angels will help me intuitively select one of your questions at that point. But I will let you know when it's time to post those questions. But Nyasia is ready with her question. So why do I seem to be spiritually drained? I feel reluctant to engage in anything spiritually compared to how I used to be. Oh, girl, I go through those phases as well, so don't beat yourself up about it. I'm also seeing a lot of synchronized numbers. So this just lets you know that sometimes we can get a little tired, not just in the physical realm and the mental realm and the emotional realm, but also sometimes with the spiritual stuff, or trying to connect to people spiritually, or be as engaged as we are sometimes, because life is this ebb and flow. I mean, things aren't always on 100%. If that was the case, we would just totally tax our bodies out and just be done. So just feel into when you're feeling more spiritual, allow yourself to be more spiritual. But if you're feeling more, I just want to focus on my 3D, third dimensional reality goals, then follow that. And then when you start getting this little niggle of spirit saying, hey, we're ready for you again, then you will know to go back into that. It's definitely okay, because we all go through these, again, ebbs and flows of what's going on. just feeling spiritual. Me, myself, I went almost 2.5 years meditating every single day without fail, sometimes 2, sometimes 3 times a day. Like I was in it to win it. And then I just got tired. I got tired of having to balance just all the different areas of my life. And I just needed to really immerse myself in mom mode, in wife mode, in let's get some stuff done around my house mode. And, for about a year, I'm not to say that I didn't meditate once in a while, but I would say my meditation fell off to where I was maybe meditating once every 3 weeks, once every month sometimes. I mean, I still was getting all the signs, the symbols, the synchronicities. I still felt very connected, but I wasn't making it a priority every day because I just knew my energy was really needed in just taking care of business, getting things done. So if that's where you're at right now, don't beat yourself up because everything is you're following your intuition. The fact that you're feeling like you need to pull back or like you're drained in this area, listen to that intuition because it's not steering you wrong. But let's just feel what this is for you through the cards for Nyasha. Okay. Let's get a taste of what's going on here for Nyasha. Why she seems so spiritually drained. Okay, we want this one. First breath, beginner's mind. So this is almost spirit saying it's okay to just kind of go back to being that newly awakened person or person who's not quite awakened yet and just immerse yourself in, the turning of the planets or, the transits of the planets and just allowing yourself to go where your energy's feeling really directed. Yeah, you're not the only one. And I go through many phases of that all the time where I just need to draw back, not even from just spirituality, but just engaging constantly online as well. There are times that I'll stop going live for 2 or 3 weeks because I just need to feel some stuff or deal with some stuff. And that's totally okay. So maybe this is asking for you to really focus some attention just on your creative endeavors or collaborating out in the 3D world with other people and just immersing yourself in the 3D for a little bit. It's totally okay to do that. You are so relieved that you're not the only one. Yeah. It can be a lot. It really can. Okay. Yeah, straddling worlds, wandering between realms. So the number 7 is coming out to play here with the 52. So you may feel just almost stuck, like I don't even know what to do next. I just don't even want to do anything, and that's okay. But this is letting you know you still have your connection spirit. That's not going away just because you're not all, in it to win spiritually right now. You're still got your connection. You're not losing any ground in your spiritual practice just because you need a little bit of break or you're feeling a little drained in that regard. You still have your connection. And you can even do, if you want, just once a day, you just connect to your heart space, your higher self, and say, I'm listening. And then just be listening and be, when you do see those repeating numbers or any other signs and synchronicities, take note. Maybe even making a little synchronicity journal where you're just writing out what happened, what you saw. We also have here Dragon's Horde, protecting the future, and there's another 3. So you got 21 and 12, the inverse of each other. Look at that. So that adds up to 33. If you break that down to 3, break that down to 3, that adds up to 33. Otherwise, it adds up to what, 42, something like that. No, well, it's 21 and 21 is 42. Yeah, I'm math, Amanda. Ever heard of it? Yeah, I think that actually does add up to 33. So yeah, duh. Okay, but you are allowing yourself to kind of hoard that energy where you've been feeling drained. Bring that energy back to other areas of life because it is going to help shape your future. You really are kind of bringing it back to center as far as, not being so up in your head all the time, so in the clouds that you don't know where you stand on this 3D world. This is the time you're really learning where you stand on this 3D world and just immersing yourself in your job or, your relationships or the earth itself. Just getting out in nature is always good advice, no matter where we're feeling spiritual or not. But you're not losing any ground. You're not out anything by just immersing yourself in the things that need done or the things that need accomplished. They've been telling me to get into my creativity more. Yeah. So maybe try that. That might help. Sometimes that can be just as intimidating as I'm just drained. I don't want to do anything. So if you just feel like I don't want to do anything, follow that guidance because that is your body. That is your just energy telling you to go another route for a little while. And then when you feel like you've kind of, that drained feeling you felt, maybe you feel cup running over again, then go full force back into whatever feels good. So I hope that resonated, Asia. Thanks again for your donation. Hopefully you don't want to beat yourself up about it though. Just say this is a season of life and I'm here for it and it's okay. Well, big hugs to you, Asia. Good to see you. All right, so Dragon Empress, my dear, you are next, and the last donation that I can see as far as my list here. So we will be doing one more free question mosh pit after Empress Dragon. Otherwise, if you want your question answered guaranteed, you can always send a donation, and the link for that is pinned at the top of the chat or also in my description box. Ways you can donate for your guaranteed question answer today. Otherwise, I will be live again on Wednesday. And those of you wondering how your month of June is going to go, since we're about to go into June in a few days, you can go over to my main channel. We're almost to the 15,000 subscriber mark on my main channel. It is the very first thing linked in the description. And you guys can go check out the June pick a card reading over there. Or I literally have hundreds of other pick a card readings and also intuition exercises or tests. 28 video playlists of different intuition tests that you can do to test your intuition, just to see what you got over there. So if you're new here and have never heard of my other channel, I invite you to go check it out. There's a lot over there. You could be over there for hours just finding things that might resonate with you. All right, Dragon Empress, my dear, are you still here? Let's see. I'm going to take a drink of water. Woohoo! I am thirsty. Okay. Oh, she's here. Cool, cool. So go ahead and post your question, hun, and we'll get right into it for you. And for those of you donating, if you're just popping in, all of your lovely donations do go to help my mom, whose house burned down in July of 2019, and she's still living in a little camper. So every dollar you guys are donating is going to help her get back on her feet, and hopefully sooner than later. But again, divine timing is at play with the lumber prices as they currently are, just completely out of sorts. But we're gonna do it in divine timing. So. Right, so yeah, that looks like the end of our list. Wondering about a new love, not old. When and where, please? Okay, let's see what we got coming through for dear Dragon Empress. She wants new love, not old, so let's not look backward. Kirsten Young donated for a 1 card or a yes or no. Thank you so much. Get you on the list, Kirsten. Let me add that before I get into Dragon Empress reading. Here we are. Oops. I didn't mean to save the website. I don't know what I just did. Okay. Meant copy, not save. Okay, there we go. Awesome. Okay. New love for Dragon Empress. We're not looking back. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. Woo. We have here codependency. So the fact that you really are hyper-focused on something new, not old, this and then this card coming out tells me there may have been some codependent tendencies in past relationships. So addictions, needing to feel validated or fulfilled through other people, or other people needing that through you with your relationships. So clearing the deck, healing from the past relationships, Dragon Empress, that's really going to benefit you in any new relationship or just the relationship you have with yourself. Clearing the deck, clearing that old, stagnant, stale, yucky energy from past relationships out of your aura, that's only going to benefit you in anything moving forward. And also your relationship you have with yourself. Let's see. Let's tap into the future relationship with someone else. Yeah, so they're saying as you do this healing from the past, just stay very optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you the romance that you're seeking. So when the time is right, Look here, we've got getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. And again, the timelines I give here on my channel, I say take them with a very small, tiny little grain of salt, because time is like a rubber band. It's shifting depending. We're taking like a snapshot of the future timeline according to everything that's brought you to this very now moment, Dragon Empress. So any decisions you make, any choices you make after right now could totally put this timeline off or make it come sooner, make it go later, depending. So this is just, again, a grain of salt, but we're going to roll the Astro die, the 12-month die here, just to see if we can get a time frame for you in current energy. We've got here a 10, so that could be 10 days from now, 10 weeks, 10 months, or the 10th month, which would be October. They're really going like ding, ding, ding. Like October feels like a really transformative month for you in the area of love and relationships. And it feels like a long-term connection wants to come in around that time. Let's tap into this person's energy, see if we can get any astrological signs, any personality traits. Just what do we need to know about this person? Okay, so we got Swords energy. This could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. We've got the 8 of Swords. So this person and you both are overcoming that stuff we were talking about from the past, because this is the ultimate. If I had to pick a codependent tarot card, it would be the 8 of Swords, because this is someone who feels stuck, who feels blind, who feels stagnant, but they're actually not. They could remove the eye patch. They could step right out of those binds and chains and swords and handcuffs and just go on about their merry way. But again, when we go through trauma, when we go through past baggage, past stuff with other relationships, a lot of times we keep bringing it along for the ride in new relationships. So you clearing the deck on that past energy from other love, of other loves from your past, unrequited loves or crushes from your past even, clearing the deck on that can really take you out of this kind of mental prison that maybe you feel like there's no one out there for me, I'm not good enough, you know, all the bad things we tell ourselves when a relationship ends, or there's never going to be someone that's going to be good for me, you know, just all the things we tell ourselves. Because look, she's holding a chicken, which to me does represent fertility, because chickens lay eggs and there's ultimate potential and promise in every egg that's laid. So to me, that's almost like an Ace of Cups vibe. So this does feel like it could be some new love coming in once you release the chains and wounds and burdens from your past. So between now and maybe even October, maybe that's where you're really focusing your energy and effort, Dragon Empress, to clear the deck on all of that past baggage and trauma from the past. Okay. What did I say about the Ace of Cups? See what we got? As a result of you doing that fertile chicken, you can take that, you can leave all the rest, but take that beautiful fertile chicken, because that does represent your Ace of Cups. I love this. I love when it all comes out. Yes! She's saying yes! Look at that. And this is going to be something that everyone around you wants. They're going to see you in your relationship with this new person like, wow, why can't I have that? They're so lucky. I can't have that. I wish I could have what she has. It almost feels like fangirl energy with all those hands, like, you know, like at a concert, all those hands reaching toward the people performing. But you've got what they want is really what I feel with that. So this person could, like we were saying, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius placement, sun, moon, rising, or other planets within those houses or signs, but also the water signs. So this would be your Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces placements as well. So this person could have air and water really nicely predominant in the chart. Let's get one more, maybe just pick up on the personality of this person. Woohoo! A little scandal is here. We've got the High Priestess. So this person you're looking to connect to have this beautiful new love with. And this is new love. This is the representation right here. New love. This is the embodiment of codependency, embodiment of new love, embodiment of, you know, moving on from the illusions of the past into something much more supportive. And this person, the personality of this person coming online for you is someone who is very attuned to their spiritual side, emotional side, someone who like trusts in the universe and has faith in unseen forces. Like this person's probably very psychic, especially with this water energy. They probably have a lot of Scorpio or Pisces where like a Pisces moon or a Scorpio moon where they're really attuned to the other side. Virgo moon even, which is more of an earth sign moon, but you still get the gist. And here it appears to me it's like she's in this kind of silk wrapping, but it almost appears to me like water. I don't know, it kind of just appears that way to me, but it's like this person's not afraid to feel their emotions and show other people their more vulnerable side. They're that in tune with their own self that they are, really gonna allow others to see that more emotional side of themselves. And that might be a breath of fresh air for you, where in past relationships, Dragon Empress, people just didn't really let you know their feelings, or they pretended like they were, you're the one who feels all the things, I don't feel anything, just kind of almost gaslighting you, like you don't deserve to feel what you feel even. But this person's really going to take into account not only their own feelings, but yours as well. So it's going to be a nice breath of fresh air in that regard for you. Do your healing, do your clearing of the past, and that will bring this in for you. It feels so good, but there's just a little bit of work involved before this person comes in for you. So you can do it, my dear. I have faith in you. All right, you're going to donate another 5. Okay, that sounds perfect. So we can just go ahead and get you, oops, I did not copy my right thing. So Kirsten, go ahead and post your question. And then we've got one from Susan. Thank you so much, Susan. I'll add you to my list here. Oops. Okay. Okay. Awesome. That sounds good, Kirsten. So go ahead and post your question. And then Susan, I see your question here on PayPal, and we don't have so much going on that I won't forget that. So I can just access your question over here when the time comes, Susan. So thanks for that. And we will have one more free question mosh pit before we're all said and done today. So that will be after Susan's question. Unless we get another donation, then it'll be after that one. Okay. But for guaranteed readings, sending a donation is your best bet. Okay, should I go back to school or just work on my business, or both? And now is the right time to be a mother by choice? Okay, so let's get a yes, no for the school. Going to school. Here it is. Okay, let's get a yes, no for working on business, own business, and then a yes, no for both. Ooh. Okay, so no, we got a definite no for both, because I think that would just permeate too much of your energy and just be really hard. As far as going back to school here, we've got perfect timing. As far as focusing just on your own business, we've got peaceful resolution. So I think you could definitely do this, and the time would be right about now to start looking into things for the fall, is really what they're showing me, getting in on the fall. So you have a green light go there. You also have a green light go to really focus on your own thing, your own business, because peaceful resolution, this feels like a resolution of past baggage or wounds or whatever. You're resolving that, and it's peaceful. Things are happening for you. That's really going to help. But trying to do both at the same time, they're saying that's just going to really put your life out of balance. So let's put these back and then ask about the mother situation. Again, that might put things out of balance, but I know, if I know any soul that comes visit me, it's this little girl. So let's just ask her, is now the right time to be a mother by choice, to bring this sweet little soul online in the world? All right. Whoa, too many. She's taking her time though to come out. Well, in the near future, she says just go for it, because you'll be able to do everything you need to do to take care, be a mother, and also, have whatever is your purpose, your career, your school, whatever it is you're going to be doing. Yeah, so you got a green light. In the near future, is going to be the right time. So doing any preparations you need right now to make this a reality. I don't know if you do have close family members that you could be able to have watch the baby and stuff like that, but she's showing me there's going to be a lot of support, or just it's not going to be as difficult as maybe you're even making it out to be in your head right now, to be able to find support or to be able to pay for everything you need to, and still have time to do what you need to. Like, she's like, your time is now for everything you need to do. So just follow your guidance, follow your own intuition as to what to do, when to do it. You'll know what to do. But as far as trying to balance both a business and school, that might just be a little too much for your own stress levels and just being able to do it all. So true. I'm stressed about figuring out my future. I can imagine. Yeah, you're at this crossroads of life. So let's just get a one card pull from one of these other decks. Just about anything you need to know for your future, and just juggling it all for Kirsten. How can she juggle it all? Any advice, any wisdom, spirit? What does she need to know? We've got here positive expectations. So just don't give yourself or give your energy into those worst case scenarios. If I don't do this, this will happen. If I don't do that, just keep your most positive expectations in mind and keep going in the direction of your goals, your wishes, your desires, because just, having your safety net is one thing, but just imagining all doom and gloom is not going to help. So keep those expectations very positive, because you are better at manifesting than you even realize, Kirsten. You really are. So positive vibes for Kirsten. Yay, you can do it, lady. You can do it. We have faith in you. So big hugs to you. Thanks again for your lovely donation. So awesome. So Susan, you are next, my dear. I have your question over here. Vocational rehabilitation coming up. Is this a good thing or question mark? Okay. Whoa. So we have a year from now. So I think a year from now, you're really going to be seeing benefits from whatever this vocational rehabilitation is going to give you or do for you. Let's just see ultimately if this is a good thing. Yeah, I think so. Look at that. Success. But it's not going to be, you're not going to see the full fruits of the labor of whatever you're going through with this vocational rehab for about a year from when you start. So whenever it is that you start it, about a year from that time, you're going to really start seeing success, or, opportunities are going to line up to where you're really on a beautiful trajectory or having a really beautiful new beginning with the vocational rehab. Let's see what else, Susan. Let's get another card about this vocational rehab. Anything you need to know? Ooh. Anything Spirit needs you to know. So we have here, it's not an emergency, and we also have love your body. So to me, this woman here in the hospital bed almost looks like this same woman here. Does it not? Does that not look like the same person? It's a two-headed person. Does that not look like the same person? So to me, this is almost saying if you have had some health issues or physical ailments or something that's kind of been standing in your way of where you want to be, you're going to be able to overcome that and really start to love your body and just feel like you are, in your own power. Like you don't have to wait for someone to sign off on your permission slip for life. Like you're taking your power back. You're taking you're taking it back to the streets, so to speak, as far as just making sure that how do I want to word it? Just that you're not putting your power outside of you. Like, okay, this vocational rehab is going to make or break me, or what this person says or does or approves of me is not going to make or break me. It's what you think about yourself, Susan, that's going to make or break this situation. But I think you're thinking successfully, because there is a big success with a big exclamation point at the end for you as a result of what you're trying to do here. So I hope that resonated, Susan. I actually just want to grab you one more just for overall before we wrap it up for you, Susan. Okay. Okay. All right, manifestation. Yes. So that whole thing I was saying about you having more power than you give yourself credit for and bringing your power back, you can manifest the outcome you want here, Susan. Work injury left me unable to continue my 36-year career. They said it would be about a year for training. I'm not ready to retire, so I want to give it a try. Oh my goodness, then this really lines up with what we were saying. That's absolutely amazing. I love that. But look, you can manifest. I'm getting chills now. Here they come. Here they come. Yes, you're going to be able to manifest a very fulfilling career, something that you're like, why didn't I do this years ago? I love it. Like, this is exciting. I'm so happy for you. You're going to be able to really, yeah, sorry about that. My cousin's like, yeah, she's responding to my son's haircut. Wrigley, if you guys come here a lot, you know my youngest son, my 6-year-old, a lot of people have been calling him a girl because he's got long hair. So he wanted his haircut. And he grew up so fast overnight. I'll have to show you guys a picture. But since he was a baby, he's had long, of course, when he's a baby, he didn't have much hair. But when he grew up a little, he's always had longer hair. And I'll show you a picture of him, just as him, just as my sweet little creature, as I call him, my creature salad. Let me find a good picture of both of them, if I can. Well, here's him the other day at baseball. Well, I guess it was April 29th, so it wasn't the other day. So there's him. Longer hair. Long hair don't care. And then this was him yesterday before the haircut. I'll get it. I'll get there, guys. Sorry. Brief moment of interlude here. Him just hanging out right before the haircut. And then, let's get to the haircut. Oh my gosh, he grew up so fast. He got a haircut. It's still so weird to me that that's my kid because he's had long hair since, he was about 1 year old. So the last 5 years, I just can't get over how short it is. I'm just, He's still so very handsome, but I do miss his longer hair. Before and after. It's like he grew up like 6 years. He doubled his age over one haircut. Sorry, proud mom moment. All right. Okay, so let's see. Susan, I do believe, was our very last donation. So now's the time for the free question mosh pit. Please post your question one time only. There are only 16 people here, so your question will be in the chat. My guides and angels are actually the ones that will select. I don't look at the chat, and the first thing I look at, that is the question that we roll with. So that's how it is. Please, if you do not get selected, please do not use it against me. I'm not the one selecting. Spirit is selecting the person who needs the question answered the most in this moment. So if that is not you, you can either donate or come back around next Saturday for our next free question mosh pit. And remember, when you're asking someone for something for free, there is this sense of there is nothing for free. There's this energy exchange. So I say if you are the one that was selected, please go out and pay it forward to someone out there in the world. Okay. So I'm going to give it a moment to matriculate the list. And I'm going to take a drink of my water. And again, if you are here and want a guaranteed question answered, you can always send your donation. All right. So let's see. Vicky Downey, they are selecting your question, my dear. What was Spirit referring to when they said that the 19th May to 2nd of June were an important 2 weeks for me? So far, nothing has happened, but it's been on my mind since you said it. Okay. So Spirit's already showing me this growth or like a progression. And I did this kind of thing, like overlapping kind of energy when we did that reading last Wednesday, I guess, over on the live stream. It's such like a process where you're leveling up or kind of shifting your vibration slowly, like that incline kind of like climbing. But they're saying it's not over yet. You've still got what, 29, 30, 31. So maybe I guess it'd be 4 days for me and maybe closer to 3 days where you're at over there on the other part of the world, if that's where you're at. So let's see, between 3 and 4 days are left on that time frame. But let's see. For Vicky Downey, what was so significant to your spirit about this time frame that you gave her? They're showing me, again, time's kind of shifted since we gave you the time frame. So it's almost like they're showing me up to 12 days. So it's almost shifted 12 days later than they originally anticipated, which is almost like 2 weeks. But again, we've been through an eclipse. We've been through a shift of a whole epoch yesterday as of May 28th. We've had a lot of crazy solar activity. We've had a lot of, the Schumann resonance has been crazy. So timelines have been shifting like crazy as well. A lot of stuff, past baggage, past wounds are closing out so we can move into this age of Aquarius, or this new sixth sun for the Aztec and of course also the Toltec shift into a new epoch and all of that. So let's find out what you're trying to show me, Spirit, for Vicky. What is this 2-week period? Well, yeah, they're showing me blessings coming in. So this to me feels like it could be just you kind of narrowly escaping signing off on some sort of contract, or even like in an accident, like maybe the knife that you dropped was supposed to cut through your foot, but somehow, some way it just narrowly avoided cutting you at all. Like those kind of blessings, like near miss, where you were just wrong place, right time, but yet didn't get affected. Like they've really been shifting you to stuff where you're not, again, going back to that you and your family are safe message that you and Cheyenne tend to get a lot on my channel. You're being very guided, very guarded, very protected by spirit. So that's one way they're showing and showering you with blessings, kind of almost behind the scenes stuff that you wouldn't even notice or know about. And there's no way you could know that knife you dropped off the counter was supposed to go through your foot, or, that near miss in traffic was going to actually be like a head-on thing. You are so protected right now. It's almost like you could probably walk out into traffic in rush hour, 6 lanes of traffic, and not even get in any kind of altercation. Like they're showing me that's how protected you are. You've had a lot more protection even coming in, because as we shift timelines, as we raise our vibration, it's like we're leaving the old behind, but a lot of times things get real chaotic, real hairy as we're about to shift into another thing, energetically anyway, Vicky. So let's see, get one more card for Vicky. What's this trying to show? Vicky, what is this excitement? What is this cool stuff? Okay, so you have blessings, but you also have here finding. What is it you're finding out about yourself, about your soul? This is you leveling up, but you may have found even something that was lost during this time frame, or even, so 12 days past that cutoff of June 2nd, so 12 more days, so June 14th? So they're extending this time for you, where you may be finding something you thought that you had lost, or that's been missing around your home, or something like that. Maybe even something in your car, if you have a car, or around a place where you do transport. If you don't have a car, you're finding something you thought was lost, or maybe you're finding a missing piece of your soul through meeting a new person, or they're just really leaving it open-ended, because it's not just one thing. It's lots of little things, maybe even a big thing here or there, but there's just a lot still coming in for you. But it has to do with transformation with these butterflies here. So there is a lot going on energetically and behind the scenes that maybe you're not even privy to, but just have that faith that you didn't miss out on anything. Nothing has passed you by or anything like that, Vicky. You're still in it to win it, so to speak. It's just now, again, since those timelines have been falling away, shifting so much recently with all the change and things going on, you really are just tapping into, what's ultimately for your highest good is really what they're showing me. And you have narrowly avoided some timelines that just wouldn't have served your highest good. So maybe even some decisions you made recently, Vicky, or things you held off on, conversations you didn't respond to. This was your own intuition, spirit, the universe, everything, just kind of protecting your energy from something that wouldn't have been great for you anyway, if that makes sense. So it may not look like one big event. It's lots of little orchestrations and lots of little blessings that maybe even be mostly behind the scenes. But you're going to be able, they're saying there's at least 2 or 3 things you're going to be able to point to and be like, that's 1, that's 2, that's 3, that you can point to by the end of that June 14th, now that they've shifted the time back a little, that you're going to be like, wow, that must have been what they were talking about. So I hope that resonated, Vicky. So, okay, we'll do one more free question mosh pit, and then I am going to sign off, you guys. So post your question one time. Go ahead and post that, and then again, I'm not reading. The first thing I look at and zoom in on, hone in on, that is what Spirit wants to direct my attention to. Only post your question one time because there's only 9 people. So sorry, 10 people present now. So there's no need to spam the chat. Just one time will suffice. And again, if your question is not answered, don't take it personally. It's not an attack against you from me. I'm lovingly giving my energy through Spirit to deliver these free messages and also the donated messages as well. But Spirit are the ones that will zoom in on the question or the person that needs the question answered most in the moment. So give you guys another moment. Okay. All right. So IT guy, what do I need to know about my work project so that I can get it started and complete it well? Thank you. Okay, let's go in. And by IT, do you, IT guy, mean information technology? Because my husband is an IT guy as well. That's so cool. He's a network architect. He was for many years a network engineer, and the last year and a half, 2 years, I think, is now a network architect. So lots of IT talk around here. I don't quite understand it, but I can vibe with it. So let's see what you need to know about your work project so that you can get it started, complete it well. All right, so we're gonna actually start in this deck, Green Witch Oracle for IT guy. Okay. Here it is. Wow, desire. So especially if this is something you are kind of excited or maybe even overwhelmed, that's another word that's coming to mind here. Just know that your desire to complete this, to start this and complete it in the best way possible, in the rightest way possible, you're going to be able to actually do that. And again, number 3 is a number all about creativity, collaboration, projects. So what a perfect number for you to get with this reading, IT guy. And the number 3, going to the collaboration, there may be other people you're waiting on to be able to move forward in certain steps, or maybe you're working with 1, 2, 3, 10 other people, depending, trying to make this project come off the ground or to implement things, implement systems, I don't know, whatever it is you're doing. Very cool. I manage project for performance testing and QA. Your husband will know what that is. Yes, I'm sure he will. That's so cool. So, project manager on that. I'm working on this project all by myself. Okay, so they're showing me then, because it's 3, they really wanted to highlight that. There may be just someone you need just information from before you can move forward. Not to say you can't get started and be along your way and still doing things while maybe you have to email someone, hey, I need, I don't know, a password for this account, or I need, it doesn't feel like anything big, but you may come along a couple of different ways where you are kind of waiting to hear back from someone on, a whatever, how to move forward or whatever it is. Let's see, what's a good deck for this question? Where are we going? Let's go to the tarot. That's always when I'm confounded by all the decks out here. Let's go to the tarot. Major upgrade to an existing popular website. Okay, so yeah, you may just need to even bring the website down or something. And of course, that would need your collaboration or correspondence with other people to say, hey, it's going to take a minute here. Bear with me as we make the change, whatever. So what else do we have? Okay, we have the High Priestess. So to me, any illusions, there may be hidden factors. So that's what they want to say first and foremost. So there may be hidden factors or things that you just didn't quite take into account when you kind of planned for the project. But again, there's a good outcome, a positive outcome with this High Priestess, because you are tapping into your higher knowledge, your more spiritual knowledge, or just even asking your guides, angels, higher self, say, hey, help me out on this one. What do I need to do? Or just leaving it open for Spirit to help you. And Spirit, actually, fun fact, love to use technology to communicate with us as well. So you may be seeing a lot of repetitive numbers, or just like, okay, so they're showing me like, maybe even in the coding, I don't know if you do the actual coding for anything, because I know that's a different area of expertise with computers than networking and all of that. But again, I don't know if you're actually in networking, because IT is, programming, coding, networking, web design. I mean, there's lots of stuff. But as it resonates, there just may be some repetitive numbers that you are coming up against, and that's spirit actually communicating to you through these numbers. Oh, thank you so much for donating for her question. That's so sweet. Ow. I have no idea what's going on in the chat. Spirit has told me not to look at the chat because it's very distracting. So I'm just going to hold off until we're done with IT guy's question about the project and completing it and being able to successfully complete. Yeah, so there may be options or more than one way you could implement this change that you need to make, or whatever it is that you're trying to do. There may be more than one way to go about it. I just heard this ugly expression, more than one way to skin a cat. So there may be even more than one person, again, going back to that collaboration, that you need to hear from or to get the green light. Yeah, go ahead and move forward. That you're maybe, again, they're not showing me like a major delay, but maybe delayed by a day or two because you're waiting to hear back from other people on something. Let's see. Let's get one more. But I mean, there's nothing standing in your way. Ultimately, this is going to go off pretty well. Is this it? Is this it? Yeah, Page of Pentacles. Yeah. So again, with the Pentacles, they are a slower moving energy than all the other suits. So again, it may be a little more delayed or slower process than you were hoping it to be, because maybe even in your planning, you're thinking, okay, I just need to do X, Y, Z. Dot this I, cross this T, and we're in business. But there's a couple little hiccups or hitches where you're waiting on other people's approval, or correspondence with someone else for something that you can't just do it right when you are ready or want to. You're kind of waiting on other people. But as far as your part, your role in this project, you're getting it going. You're getting it going. I'll ask Spirit and Angels. Yes, it's the actual coding. Okay. Cool. Very much. That is great. I really appreciate it. All makes sense. Cool. Yeah. So you're just moving forward slowly and at your pace that you can, but it's going to be a stable thing. Once it's up and at it, it's going to be stable. And everyone's like, wow, it works so much better. It's awesome. Thank you so much. Like, people are excited about it. But again, you may be waiting on other people for a day or two to just delay the overall thing. But again, it's nothing on your end that's delayed. Thank you so much. It's great. I really appreciate it. Makes sense. Okay. So let me catch up on what's going on up here. I see an angry face. I see lots of hearts. There's some stuff going on here. All right. Oh, my dog is out there hacking in the hallway, so I apologize for that. But the door's open, so he can go let himself out if he needs to. Okay, so thank you so much, Sarah. That was so sweet of you to donate for Ariana's question. So Ariana, go ahead and post your question. Still not 100% sure what transpired in the chat, but people are talking. But Spirit's like, I didn't need to pay attention, so there we are. I just listened to Spirit. Okay, so Ariana will be our very last question unless someone else wants to come online and donate for a question. Because we've been live almost 3 hours and I am very hungry. I want to go take care of myself, do all that self-care I've been preaching about, and go ground myself and hang out with my dogs a little bit, and yeah, all of the fun stuff above. Okay. So, oh, no reason to spam the chat, please. No, thank you. No, we don't need this. Thank you. No, thanks. Okay. So, what do we have? Sorry. I don't want to take away from your question, but there's just a lot going on. A lot going on here that we definitely don't need this energy here. Okay. So, I think we've gotten it taken care of, maybe. One second, a little bit more going on. Maybe this is what Spirit was directing me to. I don't know. I felt something going on that I just didn't need to be on. Yeah, okay, we got lots going on here. Give me a second, guys. I gotta just do all this to get the vibe high again. One second. And I apologize to all of you that are seeing this. You don't deserve to see this, so just let's get some sage lit, and if more of these people come in, we'll just deal with them as they come, but let's clear the energy before we get into okay. Yep. All right. Man, I apologize. This just does not normally happen over here. Wow, there's just so much going on. I apologize, guys. Okay. All right. Lighting our sage, getting our space cleared because no one needs this. Yeah, it really is. I mean, we all know they're, looking for attention. Send them love if that's what they need here. Yeah, we don't know. We don't know what's going on. Man, just so much going on all at once. Let me get the energy cleared here. We were almost done. We almost made it with our high vibe tribe. Okay. Just get it cleared out. Oh my gosh. All right. I don't know how all these people are finding us, but they will never be able to respond again. So one and done, or however many times they got in before they got blocked. We're just clearing the energy of all this stuff that's coming in that just, doesn't need to be here. I mean, most people want to know uplifting things about their future. There's a lot of negativity coming in from somewhere, but it's happening for a reason. So maybe there's some negative things within ourselves that just don't need to be here, Okay, you posted your question. We're just gonna give it a minute, just waiting for the vibe to calm and all that to mellow out a little bit. We're all done with the donations. I actually took on a couple free readings that I was just about ready to go eat. I'm super hungry, but someone actually did donate for someone wanting a free question. So I'm going to do her question, and then I'm going to check out, go clear my vibe a little too. But yes, for your best chance, the Saturday show is your best bet. Otherwise, for guaranteed readings, you can always check out my top of my chat there. I've got a link for the PayPal, and also in the description. So we'll just let that ride out. Hopefully, people gave up their whatever you want to call that, negativity, trolling. I don't know. It didn't feel real to me. Okay. No, that's not drugs. That was sage. If that's what you're wondering. I've never done any drugs unless you count maybe like an Advil. Okay. All right, so let's get to the question at hand. So, free reading, which has been paid for. What's their karma for hurting me? I want karma for the tarot reader that blocked me. Even though I told the truth about my age, I will do one thing wrong, but she is in the wrong. Okay, so here's the thing about karma that, everybody can benefit from. It's not up to us or, anyone else to go get karma for someone else. The universe is expert at righting wrongs and balancing scales. So even if someone hurt us very badly, there is no need, or as far as the universal law, there is no need for us to go get vindication or justice ourselves, because the universe is very expert at dealing out justice. And the universe is not coming from a place of ego, so the universe always knows what to do. and how to right the wrongs, how to balance the scales. This tarot reader was most likely trying to protect themselves legally, which is their right as a tarot reader. I don't take money from children, people under 18, but I don't personally see the problem with just, because a person under 18 can go watch one of my pick a card readings or what have you. But as far as answering, again, it kind of goes back to the question we're answering. So you want to just know what their karma will be for hurting you. So that's what we'll ask. Okay, so Queen of Pentacles. So yeah, the universe will take care of this. There's no need to try to figure out what to do in the form of, sorry, there's more going on here. Oh my gosh. Hey, IT guy, if you don't mind, just a second. We got lots going on here. If you don't mind, for just a hot minute, IT guy, if I could make you a moderator, you would then be able to block these people as we just finish up here. I just really don't know what's going on here. Normally, I don't have this go on my channel, so I don't know what's going on here. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. But yes, the Queen of Pentacles is someone who's very stable and secure, and she knows what's right for her. So to me, it's like the tarot reader knew that that was in her best interest to not take on that reading for, maybe even her own karmic reasons. She decided to, not participate in that reading. So it's her prerogative, and she made a judgment call for her and her, her channel. So let's see. Again, if I'm blocking anyone purposely, I apologize. I'm just trying to, the chat's just moving a little fast for my channel. She blocked you. Okay, so maybe that's just her policy. She doesn't want anyone under 18 on her channel. Oh, Olivia's here too. I will make you a moderator as well. Sorry, I get real flustered real fast because the energy is just such a, it's almost like you're bathing in beautiful warm waters and someone dumps a bucket of cold water. Like, that's the energy shift I felt, and Spirit kept saying, don't pay attention to the chat. And then here it comes right after all of that. Spirit was trying to protect me, but then again, I didn't have any moderators here. That normally my mods are really good at just keeping the energy flowing, and I sometimes don't even know there was a big problem until they tell me afterward that they just blocked a bunch of people, or, and normally it's never been like this. I mean, there have been a couple, maybe one or two, but not what I'm counting upwards of 10 at this point. Yeah, Canary, we don't know what's going on. We just saged, we just did some stuff, but yeah, I don't know. But let's get one more card for Ariana's question about the other tarot reader. Yeah, 10 of Pentacles. As far as karma goes, she was just trying to legally protect herself, and, she just did what she needed to do to legally protect herself for reasons. If you, Ariana, had gotten a reading from her and, it was something that you could maybe come back with her retribution-wise as far as legal, she was just trying to protect herself from going down that road, if that makes sense. Yeah, but a lot of times people just come from their own, that last person that came in, I just blocked them because they were talking very similarly to the other people that had come in. Maybe they weren't with that, I don't know, but Spirit's giving me the word chain gang of like other people coming here to attack us for whatever reason. Normally I put up protections, and I forgot to do so today. Now I will not forget to do that again. Yeah, so I don't know. Is there more going on? More craziness going on here? But here's the thing, Ariana. If she blocked you, just know maybe that your energy and her energy just don't mix. They don't jive. Even if it was by accident, this is the universe taking care of you to put you on a better path or a better trajectory. So anything that happens that's out of our control, just know that this is the universe kind of acting as our protector, you know? Yeah, that never happens in here. So if you guys are new and you're like, what is this noise? What is this craziness? This normally does not happen. So again, my major apologies for all of this. This is just not our vibe around here. I lovingly and can happily call us the high vibe tribe because normally this does not happen. But if this had happened, say, when I very first started doing live streams, I probably would have started crying. I probably would have done a bunch of stuff, but I'm grounded in my own vibration enough to, yeah, it kind of puts me off kilter like that bucket of cold water dumped real quick, but it doesn't completely knock me out of my vibe. You know what I mean? Thank you so much, Sarah. You are the sweetest for donating for her. You want her to lose subscribers someday or stop tarot reading. That's the kind of punishment I want her. Again, it's just not up to you to come in and, offer that swift hand of justice. Because I mean, from my standpoint, I can't see that she did anything, worth punishment. I mean, she's just following her divine guidance, and it just happens. Yes, supermoon energies coming to release old fears. There we go. And when we want bad things to happen to other people, that doesn't, it can have an effect on their vibration a little bit, but it really, what it does is it's like us drinking poison and expecting the other person to be, die or to be affected by that poison. So my best advice for you, Ariana, would just be to release that need for her to lose something. Just release it. Just, if you can't send love, at the very least, just send neutrality her way. It's hard. It can be hard when we've got a vendetta. But again, you are saying you're under 18. So I think it's the prefrontal cortex of the brain does not fully develop till age 25. So with years come wisdom, and you will learn this as you grow older. And, I've been there too. I've wanted major vindication for things people have done to me. And so I can completely empathize with where you're at. But in time, you'll just learn that maybe you following her channel just wasn't in your best interest anyway. And you may find other channels that are better for you. And I may or may not be one of them. And I'm completely okay with that. Because I just come to the conclusion it's just none of my business what other people feel or think about me. It can hurt when people I really hold in high regard don't feel the same way for me. But, we all learn, and sometimes we get over things. So. Yeah. Okay, so I think this is going to be our cue that it's time to go. I really don't know. Yeah, they're occult warfare. They really are at their little warfare today. But again, it's not gonna, come bedtime tonight, I'm going to completely have forgotten about this. So I appreciate that they're trying to do whatever it is they're trying to do, but it's just not going to affect me. If anything, I'm hoping it doesn't affect my amazing viewers, because you guys are amazing. And, these people coming in, they have no idea what goes on here and who we are as people or souls. So whatever it is they say, it just really has no correlation to us, right, you guys? So they can try, but they cannot win. Let's just put it that way. And light as a vibration is so much more powerful than that lower darkness. It's so much more powerful. So one light can outshine a lot of darkness, you guys. So yeah, we got the most of them. People need a hobby. Well, maybe this is their hobby. So I don't know. To each their own, I guess. But thank you so much, Olivia and IT Guy, for stepping in to help me here at this last weird little moment. Random and weird, but since we're all still here, let's pull a beautiful chakra love message for all of us. All of us that want to just know what to do next, or just a little word of advice. Ooh. We've got here third eye chakra, fluorite, destiny. Follow your instincts as they lead to truth. So follow your intuition, follow your instincts. Maybe all of us can go use with some grounding out in nature, or just grounding that energy, clearing our energy of all that transpired here in the chat at the little end here. And again, my apologies to all of you that weird energy. Yeah. And fun fact, we just shifted epochs yesterday. I think it's the sixth sun, the Aztecs. Yeah, really interesting. But Bridget Nielsen, I'll put her name here if you want to learn more about that. Bridget, she's here on YouTube. Neil, she uploaded a video recently, the 526 eclipse energy. She talks about the shift of the epoch. And man, I really hope I don't accidentally block someone that I don't mean to, because this chat is moving so fast. Thank you so much. Again, IT guy, we're outstaying our welcome. They're coming back now. But yes, we shifted epochs. You can look into Bridget Nielsen's video about what that means, but we've shifted a major cycle. And of course, the darkness is going to take a long time, or a hot minute. Yeah, we don't know, Ethan. It's been happening for about the last 20 minutes or so, trying to finish this out, and these people keep coming in and doing some. There we go. Thanks for your energy, but we don't really want it here, so thank you. And goodbye. But I love you guys. I just want to say thanks again so much for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really, truly do hope to see all of you right here back at the Done Creative, and also, this is Done Creative Live, and also over on my main channel, the Done Creative, where I go live doing readings, or not. This is where I go live doing readings. Yeah, now I'm getting all flustered because of the energy. I need to go ground, you guys. That's basically what I'm doing. Yeah, there's been at least 12 of them, Ethan. I don't know, but I want to go before they get back. But we've got some new mods that were helping me take care of it, because I couldn't even do readings. It was just taking me right out. But yes, they're out in full force. But send them love, because they don't like that. Thank you so much, IT guy. Thank you so much, Olivia. Thank you so much, Ethan, and everybody else, Pika Lee, Canary, everybody that held on through all this craziness, and we got through it. But I love you guys. We will see you next time, and over on my other channel. All right, bye.